A good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Melching Field on the campus of Stetson University in DeLand, Florida, for tonight's Florida Collegiate Summer League matchup between the visiting Seminole County Scorpions and your reigning, defending Florida League champions, the DeLand Suns. As tonight, the Suns go for a sweep against the Seminole County Scorpions after a 12-1 win at Seminole County last night, where 11 runs in 2 innings put the Suns over the top, an 8-run sixth and a 3-run seventh, as Seminole County looks to get off the schneid tonight and get their first win of the season against the Suns.
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously struggled in the 12-1 loss last night. They've been in both these games through the first 5-6 innings, and then, DeLand has made them pay with some errors in the field and walks last night. Seminole County here a little bit shorthanded, trying to get back on track and get a win.
Andrew Parizo is the starter today for Seminole County on the mound, a spot start, but we'll talk more about him in the bottom of the first inning as Tyler Jones throws his first pitch of the game. It misses, low and outside for a ball, 1-0.
Topher Grant steps in the batter's box in the leadoff spot, got an RBI single in last night's game up the middle.
First pitch, a ball. Second pitch, a ball, and the count moves to 2-0.
Grant at first base tonight from Lenoir-Rhyne University.
2-0 pitch coming from the righty Tyler Jones. It is a line drive down the right field line. That is tailing. It's going to fall foul. Nearly put down the right field line for a double. Instead, it's out of play, and the count on Topher Grant is now 2-1.
Grant hitting .333 on the year, 15 hits, 45 at-bats. Has 4 RBIs now after this single last night.
Jones throws his first strike on that foul ball. Count 2 balls, 1 strike, as from the windup, the 2-1 pitch. Tries to cut to the knees, low for ball 3 at 84 miles an hour, and the count is 3-1. For Seminole County, Grant, George Hogland, Wash, Smith, Richardson, Reynolds, Cross, and Gunter as the 3-1 swung on and missed 88 miles an hour, that time from Jones, and the count is full at 3-2. The 3-2 pitch from Jones is back up the middle, leaping catch up the middle by the pitcher Tyler Jones. He'll flip it to first in time to get Topher Grant as an athletic play from the Winthrop Eagle gets the first out of the inning and brings up Anthony George.
Yeah, nice play there from Jones. The pitcher jumped and fielded that baseball and then made a nice throw to first for the first out of the inning, and that'll bring up Anthony George.
Anthony George will step in from the right side. The righty-on-righty matchup. First pitch from George to George. Misses low and outside for a ball, 1-0.
George also got a single in last night's ball game in the hole, 5-6 hole to left field. Trying to continue his little hot streak he's got going on.
1 ball, no strikes the count. Middle infield at normal depth for the Suns. The 1-0 pitch is driven down the left field line. That ball is fair and off the base of the wall. Picking it up in left field is Mark Townsend. Townsend's throw to second will be cut off, and it's a 1-out double by Anthony George as he turned on that one and hit it about 330 feet down the left field line. It goes off the base of the wall, and it's a 1-out double for Anthony George.
Yeah, that ball was absolutely crushed towards the left field line, and he's done that this year, but they've been foul. That one he straightened out a little bit, put it in play towards the left side, and a 1-out double for George.
So Anthony George is in scoring position for the Seminole County Scorpions here in the bottom, or top, I should say, of inning number 1, as the red-hot Ole Miss Rebel Gunnar Hogland will step in. Scoreless, top of the first inning. First pitch to Hogland. Catches the outside corner at 86 miles an hour from Jones. Count on Hogland starts 0-1.
Hogland with the bases loaded in the 5th inning last night. Grounded into a crucial 3-2-3 DP to end the threat. Trying to bounce back here in his first AB.
0-1 from Jones. He breaks in a curveball, 71 miles an hour. Changing speeds on that pitch to Hogland as the count moves to 0-2.
This is the 8th game Hogland is playing here for the Scorpions. He's at third base tonight, but .381 batting average, 8 hits, 4 of those are doubles.
Next pitch comes low and inside for a ball, and the count on Gunnar Hogland moves to 1-2. Scoreless, top of the first inning from Melching Field in DeLand. The 1-2 pitch, a breaking ball, is hit on the right side. Joe McNamara can't quite get over. Rounding third and heading for the plate is Anthony George. He will score easily as it's an RBI single for Gunnar Hoglund. Seminole County strikes first tonight for the first time in this series. The Scorpions lead it 1-0.
Yeah, McNamara was ranging to his left on the glove side, just unable to make the play. It would have been a very tough play for him to make, and George coming around to score, and the Scorps taking their first lead of the series, 1-0.
First pitch of the at-bat to the 4-hole hitter from Tyler Jones to Riley Wash. Misses low in the dirt for a ball, 1-0.
Wash just recently committed to the University of Pittsburgh last week.
1-0 pitch from Jones. Tries to go low and outside. Can't find the zone at 85 miles an hour. And Jones finds himself down in the count. 2 balls, no strikes.
Wash was 0 for 2. In last night's game, searching for his first hit of the series as he was 0 for 3 back here in DeLand on June 27th.
The 2-0 pitch from Tyler Jones. Chopper on the third base side. First action for Peter Hutzel as his throw on the move is in time to get Riley Wash. Burke came off the bag looking to throw, but no movement from Hoglund other than to go to second. Wash put out on the ground out, and there's 2 gone here in the first inning for the left fielder Parker Smith.
Smith got his average up to 214. He is searching for his third hit of the second hit of the series.
Jones trying to get out of the inning as the runner Hoglund bluffs off the bag. First pitch low and outside for a ball, 1-0.
On Thursday night, he went 1 for 3. He scored a run on the RBI single from Fausto Lopez. Also walked in that ball game. Last night, he was 0 for 2.
Next pitch fouled off on the 1-0, and the count is even. 1 ball and 1 strike. They are underway in Winter Park between Leesburg and the Dogs. They are delayed by about an hour. Winter Garden and Sanford in Sanford. Scorps up early, 1-0, as Jones trying to keep it that way and get his offense a chance against Parizo. Runner will break from third. Breaking ball in. Throw down to third. Not in time. Pitch missed the zone for a ball to Parker Smith. And the throw down, a good pitch to go on for Hoglund on the curveball. He steals third and in a position to give Seminole County their second run with the count 2-1.
Yeah, the combination of getting a good jump and the curveball there from Jones allowed him to get the third there on the stolen base.
The 2-1 pitch, ground ball to third. Hutzel takes it off his shoe tops, calmly throws over to first in time, and the inning is over. Back-to-back ground outs to third. Strand Gunnar Hoglund on third as we head to the bottom of inning number 1. Seminole County strikes first this evening. They get a run on the RBI single from Hoglund. We go to the bottom of the first. Scorpions lead it 1-0. For the first time this season, the Suns will get a look at Andrew Parizo, the starting pitcher for the Seminole County Scorpions. They actually did see him for an inning back on June the 15th, a game the Suns won by a final of 7-3. Just about 2 weeks ago, he makes his fourth appearance. He's walked 4, struck out 2, but has only 1 hit allowed with a 2.25 ERA.
Yeah, this is Parizo's first start of the season for the Scorpions.
First pitch bounces in for a ball, 1-0, and the question becomes for the Seminole County Scorpions, how much can Andrew Parizo give you? Not a question of his ability, just a question of he has not thrown more than an inning all summer long. How stretched out is he? As the 1-0 is in the dirt for ball 2, 2 balls and no strikes.
That's a great question there. He's going to have to pitch well tonight as the Scorpions are a little bit shorthanded. So he's going to have a big outing.
2-1 pitch. Montenegro will line into left field. Late break on the baseball by the left fielder in Smith. He's there to make the catch, though, and retire Montenegro as there's 1 gone here in the bottom of the first inning for the guy that propelled the Suns to the blowout win last night with a grand slam in Robert Bell.
And Parizo has about 3 pitches in his arsenal. He's a sinker baller as well as a cut fastball and a curveball.
A lot of movement from the right-hander from Holy Cross in Parizo. And again, he's got good numbers this season, only 1 hit in 4 innings, but the question is going to be longevity as the pitch is fouled off down the left side by Bell, out of play, 0-1.
I think the importance for Parizo as well is keeping that sinker ball down, keeping the ball down, and throwing strikes. We saw last night that the Scorpions struggled to throw strikes, and 7 walks there by the bullpen. Parizo's got to get out to a hot start.
0-1 pitch, catches the outside corner at 82 miles an hour, and the count quickly moves to 0-2. You wonder if tonight's going to be maybe a 3 or 4 pitcher night where you're getting 2 or 3 innings out of everyone to try to piecemeal it together before you get to an off day and give everybody a break. The 0-2 to Bell comes low and inside for a ball. It's 1-2.
Parizo played in 2018 with the Scorpions. He appeared in 6 games, 8 1/3 innings, 6 strikeouts, 14 walks.
The 1-2 pitch to Robert Bell paints the outside but cannot find the zone. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The count on Bell. Montenegro, Bell, Townsend, Burke, Hutzel, Wallace, Dixon, Omohundro, and McNamara. The starting 9 today for Rick Hall's team as the 2-2 delivery is taken low and inside for ball 3, and the count is 3-2. And also for the Suns, if they're able to keep having good eye on these pitches from Parizo, does drive the pitch count up more and more for a Seminole County bullpen that maybe is a little short on arms today. The 3-2 pitch is just fouled off by Bell. Count remains full, 3-2. 10 pitches for Parizo, 5 strikes, 5 balls.
Nice job there by Bell, fouling that off. And we talked about it last night. I'm just very impressed when guys can just flip out their bat and just make contact with a ball that's out of the zone. Bell did a good job there.
A 241 hitter with 12 RBIs is Bell, and he will continue swinging a good bat. Singles into right field, down to 1 knee goes Reynolds to keep it in front of him. And Rodrigo Montenegro leads to Robert Bell. Singling here in the first inning, Mark Townsend will step in behind Bell with 1 away.
Yeah, Townsend hit one off the scoreboard last night at Sanford Memorial Stadium. Got the Suns up 1-0 in the first inning of that game, trying to stay hot here.
Bell does run well, has a sizable lead off of first. First pitch, Townsend sends it back to the screen. Count starts, no balls and a strike on the 3-hole hitter from the Stetson Hatters. The 0-1 delivery. Townsend hits a high fly ball into right center. Gunter and Reynolds converge on it. It will be Reynolds who tracks it down and makes the play. And there's 2 gone here in the first inning for the cleanup hitter in Joe Burke.
A nice pitch there from Parizo. Got Townsend a little bit underneath it, and Reynolds out there and right comes in and makes the catch. 2 down.
Burke will try to come up with a big hit here for the Suns with Bell standing on first and 2 outs in the frame. Bell with a sizable lead off of first. He will go. First pitch to Burke, a strike, no throw. Robert Bell has a stolen base, and the Suns have a runner in scoring position. Now for Joe Burke with 2 gone here in the bottom of the first inning.
Yeah, Riley Walsh had no chance to get Bell there as Parizo went with the full leg kick. He might have to change that up, go to a slide step to home plate to get the ball home faster.
The 0-1 delivery. Burke puts it right back up the middle, a base hit. Robert Bell will be sent around third. Gunter unable to come up with it cleanly. Burke around first. He will stay there. It's an RBI single for Joe Burke. And it's tit for tat here in the first inning as this game tied at 1.
Nice piece of hitting there from Burke. One right up the middle as Gunter bobbled that one, trying to field it in center, allowed Bell to come home and score easily. And just like that, this game's tied.
First pitch of the at-bat to Peter Hutzel. Tried to go the other way with that one, fouled it off 0-1. Even if Gunter had come up with it cleanly, he was not going to throw Bell out. And with Burke staying at first, no error will be put on the play. No balls and a strike to the Marshall Thundering Herd product in Hutzel. The 0-1 delivery, low and inside. It's going to get away from the catcher Wash. It's a wild pitch that will put Joe Burke in scoring position. Count on Hutzel 1-1 with now a runner on second and 2 outs in the frame. Suns looking to retake or take for the first time the lead here in the bottom of the first inning. A single by Gunnar Hoagland gave Seminole County a run. Joe Burke has answered here in the first inning with a run of his own. An RBI that scored Bell, the 1-1. Hutzel takes it upstairs for a ball, and the count now 2-1. Suns and scores both with a run on 2 hits here in the first inning. The 2-1 pitch to Peter Hutzel is sent into center field. Racing back to center fielder. That ball will be caught. Good chase by Jeremy Gunter to bring that one in as Hutzel put a charge into it, but not enough to bring in any runs. An RBI single from Joe Burke evens this game back up. We've played an inning from Melching Field in DeLand with your score. It's DeLand 1, Seminole County 1 as you're watching Florida League Baseball on YouTube Live. Richardson, Reynolds, and Cross in the top of the second inning for the Seminole County Scorpions. 1-1 through 1 inning at Melching Field in DeLand. As plate umpire is going to come out to Tyler Jones. Not sure what the problem is here. Looks like the Scorps may need an extra first base coach helmet.
Yeah, Steve Stoll went over to grab a helmet from the DeLand dugout, and he just trots his way to first base.
So we get underway here in the top of the second inning. Game tied at 1. First pitch of the frame from Tyler Jones comes inside for a ball. It's 1-0.
Kyle Richardson hitting 150 on the year. He's got a home run, 3 RBIs.
Back-to-back pitches have missed the zone. 2 balls, no strikes from Tyler Jones, who's thrown 21 pitches, 11 balls, 10 strikes.
Has 1 at-bat in this series against DeLand. He walked.
He will nub one back to the pitcher, Jones. He will take it and nearly throws it away, but Burke able to keep his foot on the bag for the first out of the inning and 2 innings in a row. The first out of the inning has been hit right back to Tyler Jones. 1 gone for Josh Reynolds.
Reynolds, Embry-Riddle, where head coach Jeff Lemon played his college ball.
First pitch of the at-bat, a breaking ball, snaps into the zone for a strike. 0-1, Embry-Riddle just up the road in Daytona.
He's got 4 hits and 39 at-bats.
Breaking ball in there for a strike, 0-2.
He reached base on a hit in last night's ball game. Had 3 at-bats, a run, a 1 for 3.
0-2 pitch, just misses the zone for a ball. Count on the 7-hole hitter in the Seminole County order, Josh Reynolds, is the ball and 2 strikes. That 1-2. That one's a breaking ball nowhere close as it bounces in the other batter's box. Count runs to even on the 7-hole hitting Reynolds, 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Reynolds, a big guy, 6'4", 275. As he takes that pitch just low.
Full count on Reynolds with the DH Hayden Cross standing in the on-deck circle. Shrug of the shoulders from the Winthrop Eagle. The 3-2 pitch from Jones. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Tyler Jones gets his first strikeout of the evening as he punches Josh Reynolds. There's 2 gone here in the second inning for the 8-hole hitter Hayden Cross.
That was a great pitch there from Jones. Ran inside there on the fastball, and Reynolds swung right through that one, and that'll bring up Hayden Cross.
Base is empty for Cross as looking for his first 1-2-3 inning of the game. The first 1-2-3 inning in the game, period, is Tyler Jones. He'll try to catch the knees. That time it's a little bit low for a ball. 1-0 on the Seminole County DH.
Cross's family is here at the ballpark tonight.
1-0 pitch, swung on and missed. Jones went 86 miles an hour on that one to even the count, 1-1.
He's had 2 at-bats. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this series.
Sons have pitched very well in this series, allowing just 2 runs, now 3, to Seminole County as the 1-1 pitch in there for a strike. And Jones now a strike away from a 1-2-3 frame. The Winthrop Eagle will look for it right here from the windup. Jones's 1-2 pitch. He adjusts the delivery on that one and gets a ground ball to the shortstop. Omohundro's throw to Burke is in time, and the inning is over. 2 ground outs and a strikeout. Make quick work of the second. We go to the bottom half of inning number 2 from DeLand with your score. It's Seminole County 1, DeLand 1. Six, 7, and 8 in the DeLand order to a hit against Parizo here in inning number 2. And at this point, you start to keep an eye on Parizo a little bit. He has not thrown longer than an inning this season for the Scorps. So we'll see what he does as he faces Garrett Wallace. First pitch from Parizo is a breaking ball. Didn't break enough. It's high and tight for a ball, 1-0.
Parizo did a nice job there in the first inning. Did give up 2 singles in the inning, but no walks, and that's key.
1-0 pitch, high and tight for a ball, and the count now 2 balls and no strikes. The 2-0 delivery is a slow-rolling ground ball towards the shortstop, Richardson. He'll crow hop and throw on to first base in time to get Garrett Wallace. There's one gone here in the second inning to bring up the right fielder in Tim Dixon.
Nice job there from Richardson, charging that ball and making a nice strong throw to first to Grant for the first out. And Parizo, he appeared in 2 games as a pitcher this year for Holy Cross. He competed in 3 varsity sports in high school, so very athletic guy.
1 ball, no strikes is your count. I should say no balls and a strike, your count on Tim Dixon. The 0-1 delivery to Dixon way low and outside, and the count evens up. Aces are wild, a ball, a strike, and an out on Dixon. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out. From the stretch, Parizo, his 1-1 delivery is upstairs, but catches the top of the zone for a strike. It's 1-2. Parizo's last appearance in any kind of organized baseball of this length, he threw 3 innings last summer against the Winter Park Diamond Dogs on July 21st. Did not throw anything longer than an inning this year at Holy Cross. His last outing, 3 hitless, scoreless innings in a 14-4 win over Winter Park last summer. Count a ball and 2 strikes after the foul ball from Tim Dixon. The 1-2 pitch. Checked his swing. Did he go around? Yes, he did. And they'll ring Dixon up on Parizo's first strikeout. There's 2 gone now in the second inning for Jeff Omohundro. Unable to hold up on the swing was Dixon. Home plate umpire peeled down to first, who confirmed it.
That was a nice pitch there from Parizo. Just got Dixon there to go around on the check swing. Nice pitch.
First pitch in the dirt for a ball, 1-0. As I mentioned, Parizo in his second season with the Scorps. 8 1/3 innings last summer and did something that I didn't think anyone did last summer. The 1-0 pitch misses low, 2-0. He threw a scoreless inning in that abominable 20-17 playoff game between Winter Park and Seminole County. Couldn't get the Scorps in position for the game-tying field goal, however, as the 2-0 delivery right down Broadway at 81 miles an hour, 2-1, came on and pitched the top of the 9th inning after Seminole County, pitched the bottom of the 8th inning as kept the Dogs off the board. The Scorps got 2 in the top of the 9th, but said couldn't find that game-winning field goal as the 2-1 pitch misses low and outside. It's 3-1. I'm not exaggerating on that final score. It was 20-17, Winter Park. Winter Park would carry that momentum all the way to Game 3 of the FCSL Finals. They would be dispatched by the Suns 12-1 as DeLand celebrated their second title. 3-1 breaking ball, snaps into the zone for a strike to Omohundro, and we're looking to go tit for tat again. A run for a run. Parizo 1 strike away from a 1-2-3 for a 1-2-3. Parizo comes set at the letters on his jersey. The righty deals the 3-2 pitch. It's low and outside, ball 4. So DeLand will get a base runner here in the second inning to bring up the Winthrop Eagle in Joe McNamara.
Yeah, that pitch just ran a little bit low and outside. Nice pitch if you were ahead 2 strikes there. But in a 3-2 count, got to throw a strike. He didn't, and the Suns get a base runner.
Runner on first is Omohundro, who does move pretty well for the Suns. It's a modest lead off of first. First delivery high and tight for a ball. It's 1-0, and we saw that long release from Parizo before. We'll see if Omohundro tries to time it up to get himself to second base. 1-0 pitch, low and inside for a ball. Count on McNamara. Now 2-0. Parizo will throw. This will be his 36th pitch. Got to imagine this is his longest outing he's had in over a year. That one is way high and inside. It's going to be a wild pitch that gets away from the catcher Wash. Into scoring position goes Jeff Omohundro, and the count on Joe McNamara is 3-0. Expect McNamara to be taking all the way.
Yeah, absolutely. That's his 37th pitch, and if you're Parizo right now, you just got to settle down, get this out. It's 3-0. You got to throw some strikes. A walk to Omohundro, his last batter. Got to throw strikes.
Trying to find the zone here to avoid facing one of the hottest hitters in the lineup in Rodrigo Montenegro. Parizo's 3-0 pitch taking all the way, and he bounces in ball 4. Is McNamara. Back-to-back walks with Parizo, and we said it. He's not stretched out to be a starter. This is basically an emergency start for Parizo. Christian Simon was the scheduled starter, was not able to be with the team today. So the Scorpions having to kind of scramble to go, okay, Parizo hasn't thrown in 9 days. Let's see what he can give us, and then go to the bullpen afterwards.
Yeah, absolutely. And Parizo, like you said, he just hasn't pitched as much this year. Only 4 innings coming into this start, and trying to get out of this inning here with no damage done.
The Scorps are letting him go. There's nobody coming behind him in the bullpen. So first and second, 2 outs for Rodrigo Montenegro. Got to expect him to take a strike as well. And he takes a first pitch ball inside 1-0 with Rodrigo Montenegro hitting .352 on the season with 7 RBIs. Love to add to that total right here for the Suns. The 1-0 pitch bounces in for a ball, and Montenegro now ahead in the count. 2 balls and no strikes, as make that now 7 straight pitches have missed the zone. Two balls, no strikes. Montenegro going to be taking all the way in all likelihood. 2-0, high and outside, ball 3. And the count 3-0 on Montenegro, as 8 straight have missed the zone from Parizo. Montenegro might as well lay the bat at his feet on this one.
Yeah, this is going to be an absolute take here for Montenegro. As that one, again, misses in the dirt. That's 3 that have been spiked in the dirt in the last 5 pitches from Parizo. And with 2 outs, it seemed like he was going to be able to get out of the inning real fast. Got the first 2 guys out pretty easily. 3 straight walks, and now they have an opportunity to get the lead. The Suns do, tied 1-1.
And even had 2 strikes, if you remember, on Jeff Omohundro.
So Steve Stoll coming out to talk to his pitcher, Parizo, and probably just telling him, hey, man, let's have some fun out here. And, let's get some strikes in the zone, as, the Scorpions struggled with that in the last ball game with the Suns. 7 walks by the bullpen, and Parizo with 3 straight here. He's just got to settle in and find the groove again.
So with the bases loaded and 2 outs, it's Robert Bell. And he hit in this situation last night and hit a towering fly ball that got out in right, and Reynolds respecting that. He's playing deep in right field. First pitch bounces in low and inside for a ball. 1-0 to Bell. 10 straight have missed the zone from Parizo. He had thrown 19 strikes, 13 balls. Now 19 strikes, 23 balls. 10 straight have missed the zone. 1 ball, no strikes. The 1-0 pitch, low and inside again. Great stop behind the plate by Riley Wash to avoid a wild pitch. But 11 straight have missed the zone, and the count on Bell 2-0.
If you're Parizo, you just got to find the fastball here. Went with the breaking ball there, and he's got to figure out the zone here.
2 balls, no strikes on Robert Bell. The 2-0 delivery, low and inside again, and Riley Wash is really working behind the plate, as he has stopped 3 straight that have all been inside. 12 straight have missed the zone from Parizo, as right-handed action is up in the pen for Seminole County. Bell.
As Jeff Lemon is literally telling his pitcher in the bullpen to hurry up, as that's another one in the dirt. A bases loaded walk. That's 4 straight in the inning, and the Suns take the 2-1 lead.
13 consecutive pitches have missed the zone for the Seminole County Scorpion starter in Parizo. And the Suns have taken a 2-1 lead without the aid of a hit, as it brings up Mark Townsend. And if you're the Suns here, I think you make Parizo not only throw you a strike, I think you make him throw you 2. First pitch of the at-bat, Parizo in there for a strike, and the streak ends at 13 straight. Thank God we're nowhere near Texas A&M. No balls, 1 strike the count on Mark Townsend. The 0-1 pitch. 0-1 catches the outside corner for a strike. Townsend's now taken his 2 strikes, and the count is 0-2.
Well, you said it. To take 2 strikes. He did exactly that. Now down 0-2 for Parizo. Just attack.
No balls, 2 strikes the count from Parizo. The 0-2 to Townsend. Inside for a ball, and the count on the DeLand left fielder moves to 1-2. 13 straight balls lead to 4 straight walks, and has the Suns up on Seminole County 2-1. The 1-2 delivery is outside for a ball to Townsend, and deuces are wild to the Stetson Hatter. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
This is a big pitch upcoming here for Parizo. Only 1 run across for the Suns. If he can get out of this inning, keep this game at a 2-1 game, it could be huge.
2-2 pitch fouled off by Townsend off the front of the Seminole County dugout, and we'll do it again. 9-1-2 for the Scorps in the 3rd inning. Gunter, Gran, and George, the 3 Gs, in the lineup for the Scorps, will hit against Tyler Jones, who has retired 5 straight since Gunnar Hoagland singled to bring in a run. Parizo will deal another 2-2 pitch. It is low for a ball. Count is full, 3-2 on Townsend, and everybody will be moving with the pitch. The carousel will rotate with McNamara on 3rd, Montenegro on 2nd, and Bell on 1st, all thanks to walks. The payoff pitch coming from Parizo to Mark Townsend. His 3-2 delivery, swung on and missed, strike 3. Would have been ball 4, but Townsend chased the high fastball, and the inning is over. But 4 straight walks played a run for the DeLand Suns. As we move along to the top of the 3rd inning from Melching Field, it's DeLand 2, Seminole County 1. Gunter, Gran, and George to hit for the Seminole County Scorpions against Tyler Jones, whose first pitch catches the outside corner for a strike. Count starts 0-1 on the 9-hole hitter in the Seminole County order.
Gunter plays his college ball at Jacksonville as he swings through that one for a strike 0-2. Gunter, 158 batting average this year. He's got 6 hits, 10 walks.
Jones goes low and outside with that one. Can't find the zone, 1-2.
But the problem he's had at the plate this year is the 22 strikeouts, which leads the team.
1-2 pitch is a ground ball through the left side, a base hit. Omohundro tried to go against his momentum, but couldn't come up with it as it skips into left field. It's a leadoff single by Jeremy Gunters for the first time today. Seminole County has the leadoff runner aboard. They got a runner on first. Nobody out for Topher Grant.
And you could just tell how excited Gunter was after he got that RBI single. He's been struggling at the plate. He's been working on a few things and came through there as he does a clap as he's running down to first, and he's got some good speed there at first. So Let's see if he's aggressive on the base paths.
First pitch high and tight from Jones, 1-0. Suns lead Seminole County 2-1. Both teams entered the inning with 2 hits. Seminole County just came up with their third. As we start the second trip through the order, facing Tyler Jones, the Winthrop Eagle. Jones will pick off to first base. Burke will receive it but not make a tag. 1 ball, no strikes the count as Jones comes set from the belt. Jones will have the runner deke off the bag. It is just past the dive of the third baseman in Peter Hutzel. It skips in a shallow left field, digging for third, now ahead to second. And the runners will be at second and third on a double by Topher Grant. And just like that, Seminole County in business here in the third. Second and third, nobody out for Anthony George.
Nice job there from Grant, ripping that ball down the third base line, just out of the reach of Peter Hutzel there down at third. And Scorps in business, second and third. Let's see what George can do here. He doubled back in the first, right off the left field wall.
4th hit of the game, Seminole County doubling up the Suns in the hit column, and they nearly continue to do so as that one clubbed down the left field line, but foul. Count on the 2-hole hitting Anthony George, starts no balls and a strike.
And for a team that has struggled at the plate this year in the Scorpions, already with 4 hits on the ball game, it's a pretty high number here in the third inning for them. As pitching coach coming out to talk to Jones.
Head coach Rick Hall going to come out and discuss things with Tyler Jones. A longtime Stetson pitching coach is Hall, so he handles a lot of the mound meetings along with Mike Powers. As Jones will try to get out of this inning with minimal damage done. You have to start by getting an out here. Would preferably be an unproductive one that could freeze these runners on second and third. Second and third, nobody out for Anthony George. Chance for the Scorpions to take the lead here in the third. Working from the stretch is the Winthrop Eagle as Brandon Castle, the Eckerd Triton, will begin to throw for the Suns in the pen. The 0-1 pitch is a breaking ball low and outside. Count evens at 1-1. One ball, 1 strike the count. The 1-1 delivery from Jones. That one at the knees for a strike. And the count on Anthony George is 1-2.
That's a nice pitch there from George. Went with the fastball at the knees on the outer half of the plate. If you're George now, got to protect. Down 1-2 in the count. And here's a scenario here for the Scorpions where they've struggled with runners on base in scoring position. Got to get one in play.
The 1-2 delivery is a chopper towards the third baseman Hutzel. That's going to get a run across as the throw across the diamond to Joe Burke is in time. In to score on the RBI ground out is Jeremy Gunter. And Seminole County has tied the game at 2 here in the third on the RBI ground out.
Hey, got the job done there. It was a ground out towards third base, and Gunter was hustling down the line there on third. So productive out there from George, and this ball game is tied.
Most runs we've had early in a ball game between these two teams. As the ever-dangerous Gunnar Hoagland steps in, first pitch to him is fouled off down the left side. Jones starts ahead in the count of Hoagland. No balls and a strike.
Hoagland got the RBI single in the first inning. Just got past the glove of McNamara there at second. Trying to get this run home.
Big swing and a miss. Hoagland wanted to deposit that one well over the wall in right. Instead, finds himself down in the count, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes your count. Jones looking for a big second out of the inning. As the 0-2 delivery is a breaking ball in there, strike 3. Jones paints the inside corner at the letters to strike out Gunnar Hoagland, and there's 2 gone in inning number 3 for the cleanup hitting catcher, Riley Wash.
I think Hoagland thought that was a little bit up in the zone, but Jones with a nice pitch, an off-speed pitch that just catches the inside corner for a strike, and now it's up to Riley Wash to get the RBI home.
Runner on second, 2 gone, top of the third inning. Jones will turn off the mound and chase Topher Grant back to the second base bag.
Wash 0 for 1. He grounded out to third his first time up.
Checking the runner at second base is Jones. First pitch of the at-bat. Chopper foul down the third base line, and the count on Riley Wash starts 0-1. No balls and a strike. Jones, the Winthrop Eagle, looking to get final out of the inning to keep this game even at 2. Seminole County looking to retake the lead for the first time since they led 1-0. The 0-1 from Jones bounces in, but a good stop made by Montenegro behind the plate to see the count even, 1 ball and 1 strike.
This is a Seminole County team that has struggled with runs the last few games. They had 5 on Monday against the Squeeze, but since then they've just not been able to cash in against DeLand.
Fastball 86 miles an hour down the middle from Jones. He's ahead of Riley Wash, a ball and 2 strikes.
One yesterday and the one the night before yesterday on Thursday, but Artie with 2 now, trying to add on.
The 1-2 from Jones is a breaking ball, skied into center field. It'll drop in for a base hit. Coming up throwing will be the center fielder. It is up the line. The throw will get away from the catcher Montenegro. It'll be a RBI single for Riley Wash. Advancing to second on the E8 is Topher Grant, and Seminole County has taken the lead here in the third inning, 3-2.
Yeah, nice job there from Riley Wash. Coming up big, giving the Scorpions the lead. That's their 5th hit of the ball game. Did a nice job just staying back on that pitch, driving it to center field. Grant hustling there from second base with 2 outs, and he scored. The throw, obviously, from Bell in center wasn't on line.
Got away from Montenegro and allowed Wash to easily go to second base. Jones trying to get out of the inning with the Suns trailing by just a run with yet another runner in scoring position. First pitch high and tight for a ball. Count on Parker Smith is 1-0.
Smith, his first time up, hit a really hard hit ball to third base, but Hutzel made a nice play back in the first inning.
Next pitch in there for a strike, sees the count even at 1-1.
And this top of the lineup for the Scorpions is produced all year long for them, and continuing here when they get runs, and just good job at the plate to start this game.
1-1 pitch, low and outside for a ball from Jones. Count 2-1 as Tyler Jones up above 50 pitches. He's at 52 on the night. 31 strikes, 21 balls, but has allowed 5 hits to this Seminole County order. Jones set a little above the belt, checks the runner. The 2-1 pitch is again skied high and deep to right center field. Looking to track it down. It's Bell. It's over his head. It's into right center. Rounding second is the runner Parker Smith. He will try for third. The throw to third base is not in time. A sliding triple by Parker Smith, and Seminole County is all over Jones here in the third. They've plated 3 and lead 4-2.
Yeah, that ball was absolutely crushed towards right center field, and Parker Smith continuing to stay hot for the Scorpions, doing a great job this series, and he drives that one, and the Scorps finally getting some run production. Lead at 4-2.
And that's going to be the end of the day for Tyler Jones. Brandon Castle is going to come in for the DeLand Suns. When we come back, Seminole County out to a 4-2 lead. Brandon Castle will have to get the Suns out of trouble. Here in inning number 3, the Scorps have hung a 3 spot on the Suns in the top of the 3rd inning, and the Suns trail 4-2 as first pitch from Castle misses outside for a ball, 1-0.
That Kyle Richardson, he grounded out to the pitcher his first time up. Has a runner on third trying to get him home and extend the lead for the Scorpions.
4 hits in this inning, 3 runs for the Scorps. The 1-0 from Castle swung on and missed, they're going to say. The ball gets away. It's going to be a wild pitch that allows Parker Smith to score from third, make it a 4-run 3rd inning for the Scorpions, as Seminole County now leads it 5-2.
Yeah, from the look of it from up here, it looked like Richardson might have got a piece of it. He didn't, and the ball got past Montenegro, and Parker Smith scored easily from third.
The Suns will play from behind tonight as the count is 1-1. With the bases now empty for Kyle Richardson, Brandon Castle will come set and deal the 1-1 pitch. It is a slow chopper, could be trouble down the third base line. Hutzel will eat it as it's an infield single for Kyle Richardson. Now 3 straight hits and 5 in the inning for Seminole County as they've got a runner on first for the 8th hitter of the inning in Josh Reynolds.
That was just a soft chopper to third base, and with the speed of Richardson, he's going to beat that out easily. No throw from Hutzel there at third, and the inning continues here for Seminole County as the bats are heating up tonight in DeLand.
Final numbers for Tyler Jones. He worked 2 2/3 innings, allowed 6 hits as that one fouled off down the first base side, 5 runs, 4 earned. He walked none and struck out 2. Castle in charge of getting the Suns out of this with as minimal damage as he can. Suns have put runs up in bunches during this series. They're going to have to chip their way back into this one. 0-1 pitch is again going to get away from the catcher as ahead to second base will go Richardson. Count 0-2, but a runner isn't back in scoring position.
Reynolds struck out his first time up, and Ryan, this is a Scorpions team that have been in these situations all year long. Runners on base, less than 2 outs. They just haven't been able to get some hits together, get some runs home. Tonight, it's a different story here for Seminole County.
Castle deals the 0-2 pitch. It's right back at him. Castle will take it halfway to first and flip it on to Joe Burke, and the inning is over. But Seminole County hangs a 4 spot in the top of the 3rd inning, and the Suns will have to work from behind. They trail the Scorpions 5-2. Burke, Hutzel, and Wallace will try to help the Suns work from behind tonight in DeLand. Bottom of the 3rd inning, Seminole County leads the Suns by a score of 5-2. Andrew Parizo has come back out onto the mound after a rough inning last inning. Misses the zone again, 1-0, and this appears to be a case of Jeff Lemon wanting to get as much as humanly possible out of Parizo. The 1-0 pitch. Burke will sky it into right center field. Two outfielders converging on it, but it will fall into the glove of the right fielder Reynolds. One gone here in the third inning for Peter Hutzel.
Yeah, although Parizo did have 4 walks in that inning, last inning, he did battle, got the last out that he needed with the bases loaded, which turned out to be key as Seminole County came up in the third inning and put up a 4 spot. The bats heated up, and let's see if Parizo can settle back down.
First pitch of the at-bat to Peter Hutzel is up and away for a ball, 1-0. 655 pitches for Andrew Parizo, 31 balls, 24 strikes. One ball, no strikes, your count on Peter Hutzel. From Andrew Parizo. No action in the bullpen as the 1-0 delivery. Parizo will bounce one on the right side of the infield. Second baseman collects it. Throw over by George. Over to Grant is in time. And now, since the 4 straight walks, 3 straight retired by Parizo. There's 2 away for Garrett Wallace.
Nice job here from Parizo, throwing strikes to start this inning. Now had 2 outs quick. Last inning, walks played a factor, 4 straight. But since then has settled down and trying to get the Scorps bats back in the dugout. Doing a good job.
First pitch of the at-bat to the 6-hole hitting Garrett Wallace. Misses low and inside for a ball, 1-0. 5-2 Seminole County, bottom of the third inning from Melching Field in the series finale between these two teams. Second series of 3 that these two teams will play this summer. Final 3 games between the Suns and the Scorps. July 11th through the 13th. 2 games here, 1 game at Sanford. The 2-0 pitch bounces in 3-0. There also is 1 game that's still outstanding between these two teams. But in all likelihood, that game will remain unmade up unless there's a change in the schedule. 3 balls, no strikes. Wallace likely taking all the way. Remember, the Suns were put down the first 2 as a strike taken by Wallace, 3-1. Wallace and Dixon were put out in the second, and that's when 4 straight walks got a run across for the Suns in the second inning. See if they can get another 2-out rally here in the third. The 3-1 pitch to Wallace. Inside ball 4, and Garrett Wallace draws a walk here in inning number 3. He'll stand on first with 2 away for Tim Dixon. Dixon, a strikeout victim, his first time up.
That pitch just got away from Parizo. That batter pretty much did, as those pitches really weren't that close to Wallace at all. The only 1 strike on the 3-0 as Dixon takes that one inside for a ball, 1-0.
1 ball, no strikes on the Little Rock product in Dixon. 4th inning for the Scorps. Cross Gunter and Grant, 8-9-1 after 8 came to the plate in inning number 3. The 1-0 pitch catches the outside corner for a strike, and the count on Dixon is 1-1. One ball, 1 strike to count on the right-handed hitting Tim Dixon. The 1-1 pitch, Dixon fouls it straight back to the screen, and the count moves to 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes, and the 1-2 delivery to Dixon, low and outside for a ball, and the count has evened up again on Tim Dixon, 2-2. Parizo trying to get out of the inning. The 2-2 pitch swung on and missed strike 3 as he gets Tim Dixon swinging. The inning is over. Oh, 2-out walk does no damage for the Suns. We go to the 4th inning. The Suns trail Seminole County 5-2. Top half of inning number 4, a fresh slate for Brandon Castle after the 4-run frame for Seminole County. Those were all charged to Tyler Jones. Castle will try to get the Suns a couple of scoreless frames here, try to let the offense chip their way back into the baseball game. Lefty on lefty as Castle's first pitch catches the outside corner for a strike, and the count on Hayden Cross is 0-1.
Cross 0 for 1 on the evening for the Scorpions, grounded out to shortstop his first time up, trying to lead things off.
No balls, 1 strike, your count, the 0-1 delivery. A check swing, did he go around? They'll ask. The answer is no. Pitch missed low for a ball. The cross, count is even at a ball and a strike. Scorpions lead 5-2. They've out-hit the Suns 7-2. The 1-1 delivery. A bouncing ball on the right side. Sliding stop made by Burke. He'll flip it onto the covering Castle in time. An excellent defensive play made by Joe Burke to retire Hayden Cross. 1 gone here in the 4th inning to bring up Jeremy Gunter.
Yeah, nice play there from Joe Burke. That's the second great play he's made in this series. One coming in Thursday night's game. He robbed Wilfredo Alvarez of a hit, robbed Hayden Cross of a hit right there. Nice job from Burke.
Lefty on lefty once again as the first pitch from Brandon Castle comes low and outside for a ball, 1-0 on the center fielder and Jeremy Gunter.
Gunter got the inning started for the Scorpions with a single in the hole to left field.
1 ball, no strikes, the 1-0 from the lefty. Fouled off by the left-handed hitting Gunter, and the count goes to aces while a ball, a strike, and an out. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Castle's 1-1 delivery is a one-hopper to the shortstop, Omohundro. Picks it off his shoe tops. A stretch by Burke, and he kept his foot on the bag. Another nice defensive play from Burke to stretch out and get Gunter, who was moving down the line. There's 2 gone here in the 4th inning. Back to the top of the order go the Scorps for Topher Grant.
Yeah, Jeremy Gunter there hit a nice ball towards shortstop, pretty much a little bit to the left, or to the right rather, of his first ball hit that got through for a single. Nice play there from Omohundro at short to get him, as Gunter's got good speed.
1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, the 1-1. Or just the first pitch of the next at-bat misses the zone for a ball, 1-0 to Topher Grant with a ground out and a double to his name, and part of the 4-run 3rd inning with that double. 1 ball, no strikes, the 1-0 from Castle misses low and outside, and the count moves quickly to 2-0 on the leadoff hitting Topher Grant, who will try to reach base for the 2nd time tonight.
And I talked to head coach Jeff Lemon about, how Topher Grant's been in the leadoff spot, and they honestly said that was kind of just an experiment, see how he'd hold up in the leadoff spot. And he's done a great job, and good to see Topher getting off to such a great start this season and still continuing to hit the ball well.
3 balls, no strikes, the count from Brandon Castle to Topher Grant. The 3-0 delivery is in there on the inner half for a strike. Count moves to 3-1, but Grant still in control of the count. Three balls, 1 strike. The 3-1 delivery catches the outside corner to fill the count. Grant thought he had drawn ball 4, but instead he'll head back to the plate for a payoff pitch with 2 gone.
Now that one just caught the outside corner as Grant obviously thought that was ball 4. He's got to step back in and get back locked in.
The 3-2 pitch fouled off up and out of play, and we'll do it again with the count staying full on Topher Grant, 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, the 3-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 3. A 1-2-3 4th inning worked by Brandon Castle. Ends with a strikeout of Topher Grant. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Suns with work to do. They trail 5-2. It'll be Omohundro, McNamara, and Montenegro. Here in inning number 4, Suns trailing Seminole County by a score of 5-2. As the first pitch of the inning is a ground ball towards the hole at short, will be collected. Throw across the diamond is in time. First pitch swinging sees Omohundro ground out to Richardson, as there's one gone in the 4th inning for the second baseman, Joe McNamara.
Nice play there from Richardson again, coming in, charging that ball, and making a nice throw to first base to Grant for the first out of the inning. 1 pitch, 1 out.
One gone here in the bottom of the 4th inning. McNamara followed by Montenegro, as the Suns not really been able to get the bats going much today, as the pitch comes high and inside for a ball, 1-0. Just 2 hits, they were both in the 1st inning from Bell and Burke. One ball, no strikes the count from the righty Parizo to Joe McNamara. Parizo deals the 1-0 pitch. McNamara will club it through the left side, a base hit. Out of the reach of the third baseman, Hoagland. And Joe McNamara is aboard twice tonight on a walk and a single. He and Robert Bell, the only two that can say that, as the lineup turns over to the top for Rodrigo Montenegro.
Yeah, McNamara turned on that pitch on the inner half of the plate and drove it to left field for a base hit. Nice piece of hitting.
So runner on first with 1 out for Rodrigo Montenegro in the top of the order. He's 0 for 1. He flew out to left in the 1st and was the 3rd of the 4 straight walks in the 2nd. He takes a pitch low and inside for a ball, 1-0. For Parizo, this will be pitch number 71. He's thrown 39 balls, 31 strikes. Now snap throw back to first. McNamara got a little far off the bag, but was able to get back as the count is now 2-0 on Rodrigo Montenegro. 71 pitches for Parizo, 40 balls, 31 strikes, but no action in the pen for the Scorpions. Two balls, no strikes from Parizo. His 2-0 inside for a ball, and the count on Montenegro is 3 balls and no strikes. Expect Montenegro to be taking all the way, and he does. Pitches way high and outside, ball 4, and the Suns have first and second with 1 out here in the 4th on a single and a walk to bring up Robert Bell. Opportunity here for the DeLand Suns. To take another lead. They can get a couple of hits here in the bottom of the 4th inning. They have the red-hot Bell at the plate. Takes one high and outside. It's 1-0.
Parizo's missed his last few high and outside. Got to bring it fully down and get some in the zone.
1-0 pitch, low and inside again, and getting a little far off the bag was Montenegro, but no throw will come as the count on Robert Bell is 2 balls and no strikes.
And Riley Wash has done a great job behind the plate for the Scorpions, blocking a lot of balls. That pitch was way inside. He got over to make the catch.
2-0 pitch, low and outside, ball 3, and Robert Bell way out in front of Montenegro, of the catcher, of the starter Parizo, 3 balls and no strikes, with Mark Townsend, the Stetson Hatter, in the on-deck circle. 3-0 pitch, misses low and outside, ball 4, and with 1 out here in the 4th, the Suns have loaded the bases for Mark Townsend on the 5th and 6th walks of the game by Parizo, as action is up in the bullpen, and we will have a mound meeting for the Scorpions with the bases loaded.
And Parizo has struggled to throw strikes in this ball game. A lot of walks to his name. He's done a decent job of pitching out of it, but with the bases loaded here, his day is going to be done.
New pitcher comes in a rough spot. Bases loaded, 1 out. Suns knocking on the door of getting right back into this game, trailing 5-2. Michael Morse from the Scorpions will try to get out of trouble as his first pitch, bouncing ball to the first baseman. It is bobbled at first. He'll take it to the bag himself, but a possible double play is avoided. It's going to be an RBI ground out for Mark Townsend that brings Joe McNamara across, and the Suns are back within 2, 5-3. Montenegro to third, Bell to second, and there's 2 gone and 2 in scoring position for Joe Burke.
Yeah, Topher Grant there just was looking home before he fielded the baseball. He bobbled it, did the right thing though, got the ball and stepped on the bag to get the for sure out. And now Morse here has to work to get this final out.
First pitch to Joe Burke, 82 miles an hour over the plate for a strike, 0-1. Suns getting back within 2 on the RBI ground out. Burke drove in the first run of the day in a single, and if he can do it again, this game could be tied as the 0-1 delivery. Burke fouls off another 82-mile-an-hour delivery and finds himself down in the count quickly, 0-2.
Morse an 0-2 record, 7.59 ERA. This is his 7th game. Pitching in relief for the Scorpions, 10 2/3, 10 Ks, 4 walks, 21 hits.
No balls and 2 strikes is your count. The 0-2 delivery to Burke. He spikes the breaking ball outside to the Kentucky Wesleyan Panther with the count moving to 1-2.
Morse pitched earlier this week against Sanford, 2 innings, 2 earned, 1, or 2 runs, 1 earned, 2 hits. He took the loss in that game.
The 1-2 pitch to Burke below the knees of the KWC Panther as the count deuces wild on Burke. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs with Peter Hutzel standing in the on-deck circle. The 2-2 pitch to Burke. Burke lines it down the left field line. Foul. Burke trying to pull one down the line to tie the game, but couldn't quite keep it inside the lines. We'll do it again. Count remains deuces wild on Burke. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Peter Hutzel would hit next if Burke can extend the inning. Otherwise, the Marshall product would lead off the frame. In the 5th, the 2-2 breaking ball carries over the head of Joe Burke. That one just was not controlled out of the hands by Morse. Count full 3-2, but with runners just on second and third, there will be no movement on this pitch.
Yeah, let's just say that breaking ball didn't break at all, and it stayed up and in the zone, and Morse now got to dig back in and throw a strike here.
2 balls, the 3-2 pitch, outside ball 4, and the Suns will load the bases here in the 4th inning for Peter Hutzel. It will be bases loaded in inning number 4 for the Suns. The tying run is at second. The go-ahead run, here with still plenty of ball to go, stands on first. First pitch of the at-bat to Hutzel. Bounces in for a ball, 1-0. I was about to say there's some action up in the bullpen for the DeLand Suns. It's Brady Chobin, but he's thrown back-to-back ephus pitches, so I'm not sure he's actually warming up. Probably more just goofing around in the bullpen. 1 ball, no strikes to Hutzel, the 1-0. Hutzel clocks it into right center field. That's down and that's in the gap. The Suns are going to tie the game at the very least. Burke is being sent around third as the ball was bobbled in right center. Burke will come in to score. The bases are cleared. Oh, Canada, goes Peter Hutzel, and the Suns lead it 6-5.
Yeah, Hutzel crushed that one towards right center field, and Reynolds bobbled it in right, allowing the other run to come home, and now they lead it 6-5. Just a killer for the Scorpions as Hutzel with a big-time RBI double to give the Suns the lead.
So officially scored a double for Peter Hutzel. It will be a 2 RBI double for Hutzel, and then the last run in Burke scoring on the E8 is Rick Hall at third base was reading center field, and as soon as he saw Gunter bobble, he was sending Burke. A bases-clearing double by Peter Hutzel, and the Suns have come all the way back here in the 4th inning to take a 6-5 lead. Pitched to Garrett Wallace, foul back to the screen, and the count evens up on Wallace, 1-2. 1-1, I should say. Biggest hit of the Suns' tenure of Peter Hutzel, the Calgary, Alberta native, has given DeLand a 6-5 lead here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Peter Hutzel trying to add to it. The 1-1 delivery to Wallace is over the plate for a strike, and the count is 1-2. Walks continue to hurt the Seminole County Scorpions. 4 of the 6 runs that have scored today, the runner has reached on a walk. Wallace takes a breaking ball that broke too late, and the count is deuces wild on the USC Upstate Spartan. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The 2-2 is a bouncing ball through the right side, a base hit. Hutzel is going to be sent around third. Reynolds will come up throwing to the plate. That throw is not in time. It's an RBI single from Garrett Wallace, and the Suns lead it 7-5.
A nice piece of hitting there from Wallace, finding the hole in the right side. RBI single. The throw from Reynolds was on line, but just not in time, and Suns extend the lead.
7-5 DeLand here in the bottom of the fourth inning of what has been a shootout here at Melching. Runner on first, 2 gone for Dixon, the 9th hitter of the inning. First pitch to him is popped up. That will either stay in the infield or go to the first blades of grass. 2 Scorpions converge, and it's the second baseman, George, who made the play. As he rounded second, Garrett Wallace slid as the ball was caught. But the Suns hang a 5 spot in the bottom of the fourth inning, and they have taken the lead here at Melching. We've played 4. It's DeLand 7, Seminole County 5. Tonight's seesaw game is back in the column of the DeLand Suns. They lead Seminole County 7-5 in the top of the 5th inning. As Brandon Castle, now the pitcher of record for the Suns. His first pitch is high and outside for a ball. Count 1-0. The starters are both off the hook tonight. Neither will be involved in the decision of this game, as Castle's 1-0 is popped up out of play. It's 1-1. Final line of Pariso, he went 3 1/3 innings, allowed 3 hits, 5 runs all earned, 7 walks, and 3 strikeouts. But Morse, having allowed runs 6 and 7, is your pitcher of record, as is Castle. 1 ball, 1 strike, the count from the lefty Castle. His 1-1 pitch is a sky-high fly ball on the right side. It's going to get up and out of play. It will head towards the batting cages here at Stetson, and as the count moves on Anthony George to 1-2.
Yeah, George 1 for 2 on the evening, hit a double in the first inning and scored. Also grounded out.
1 ball, 2 strikes your count. It's George, Hogland, and Wash here in the 5th, with the Suns holding a 7-5 lead. Castle comes set at the letters and deals the 1-2 pitch. He comes up and away with that 1-2 as the count moves even to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Suns trying to hang on to this lead as there have been runs scored in every inning of this game by at least somebody. The 2-2 from Castle is a line drive in left field, a base hit. 8th hit of the game for the Seminole County Scorpions puts George on first with nobody out in the 5th inning for the dangerous Gunnar Hogland.
Yeah, nice job there from Anthony George, ripping a line drive to left field, starting this inning for the Scorpions. 8th hit of the ball game for Seminole County. Their most this season is 10. That came in a game against Leesburg in the 15-6 loss. Have an opportunity to break that record with 3 more tonight.
First pitch of the at-bat, catches the inside corner for a strike to Gunnar Hogland, 0-1. 5 runs, 8 hits, and an error for Seminole County. 7 runs, 5 hits, and an error for DeLand. The Suns have been the beneficiary of drawing 8 walks. Drew 10 in the 12-1 win last night. The 0-1 catches the outside corner to Hogland, who finds himself down in the count, 0-2.
Hogland a 1 for 2. He struck out looking his last time up.
No balls, 2 strikes the count. And the 0-2 pitch from the lefty Castle tried to go outside and couldn't get a chase on a 67-mile-an-hour off-speed pitch. Count moves to 1-2 on Gunnar Hogland. Middle infield double play depth would love to turn one for the Suns. Tiny lead off of first from George as the 1-2 is popped up in the infield. Underneath it is the third baseman Peter Hutzel. He makes the catch off to his side, and Hogland is put down on the pop-out as there's 1 gone here in the 5th inning for Riley Wash.
Yeah, that was a good pitch there from Castle as he got Hogland to pop out, and that'll bring up Riley Wash, who has an RBI single. Hit one to center field his last time up.
Middle infield remains in double play depth for the Suns. Same guys that started the 4th will start the 5th for DeLand, Alejandro, McNamara, and Montenegro. Runner will go. Castle's pitch is fouled off, and I think if you're Riley Wash there, that's a pitch you have to take because George had gotten a great jump off of Castle, had gone first move, which is dangerous on a lefty, but if he doesn't throw over, you're almost guaranteed to be on second base. But a pitch low and inside, Wash fouls off, and coming all the way back to first is Anthony George.
Yeah, absolutely. That was a great jump there from George, and it was an off-speed pitch from Castle, as you mentioned there, Ryan. Wash couldn't hold off, and 0-1.
The 0-1 delivery, foul back to the screen, and Castle has jumped ahead of Riley Wash, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes on the cleanup hitting Wash with Parker Smith, who tripled, scored, and drove in a run last inning in the on-deck circle. From the stretch, Castle will throw over to first base. No balls, 2 strikes the count. Castle ready to go. Throws over to first despite the lead off of first from George being about 3.5 inches. No balls, 2 strikes. Castle looking for out number 2. Middle infield shaded towards the bag. The 0-2 delivery from Castle is a ground ball towards third. Hutzel on to second in time. Turn to first in time. 5-4-3 double play. Hutzel to McNamara to Burke. And the inning is over as Brandon Castle continues throwing well for the Suns. We head to the bottom of the 5th inning. Suns will try to extend their lead. They lead 7-5. Bottom half of inning number 5, Suns will look to extend their lead as they'll send Omohundro, McNamara, and Montenegro to the plate against the relief pitcher in Morse. First pitch to Omohundro, low and inside for a ball, 1-0. Morse in his first 2 innings, 2/3 of an inning of work, 2 hits, 2 runs, they were both unearned. With a walk, the 1-0 pitch, high and tight for a ball to Omohundro, and the count is 2-0. Morse was brought in last inning after Robert Bell had drawn a walk to load the bases. 2-0 pitch taken for a strike, 2-1. He got Townsend to ground out, but then gave up the walk to Burke and the bases clearing double to Hutzel. 2-1 pitch, low and inside, ball 3, as well as the RBI single from Garrett Wallace. Which is why right now Michael Morse is on the hook for the decision. 3 balls, 1 strike on Jeff Omohundro, as the Maine Black Bear will take a pitch over the edge of the plate for a strike, 3-2 at 81 miles an hour.
Yeah, Morse redshirted at St. John's River this year, so really first time pitching in game action this year. Hasn't done too bad.
The 3-2 pitch is a chopper towards the shortstop Richardson. Charges, his throw to first is in time, and Omohundro put down to start the inning for the second straight inning on a ground out to short, as that brings up Joe McNamara, who's been on base twice.
Nice job there from Morse getting the ground out to shortstop. Again, Richardson, who's done a nice job, fields that one and throws it to first for the first out.
So runners, the base is empty, and McNamara at the plate walked in the second, singled as part of the 5-run 4th inning that has the Suns on top right now, 7-5. McNamara will show bunt, pull it back. It's 82 miles an hour at the knee for a strike.
Gunnar Hoagland was way back there at third. Now he moves about even at the bag, maybe a little bit back, as McNamara showed bunt there.
0-1, big swing and a miss on an elevated fastball by McNamara, and the count is 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes is your count. The 0-2 delivery is fouled off by Joe McNamara, and the count remains no balls and 2 strikes. The Suns have done almost all of their damage tonight with 2 outs. Burke, a 2-out single. The bases loaded walk in the second with 2 outs. And the Hutzel double and the Wallace single, 4 of the 5 runs with 2 outs. 0-2 pitch, up and in for a ball, 1-2. The only out that wasn't with 2 outs was the second out. It was the RBI ground out for Mark Townsend. 1 ball, 2 strikes on the Winthrop Eagle and McNamara. He's reached base twice tonight, as we mentioned earlier. The 1-2 delivery to him is a breaking ball, snaps into the zone for strike 3, and for the 3rd time in 4 innings, first 2 hitters have been retired for the DeLand Suns, as that will bring up the top of the order and Rodrigo Montenegro.
Yeah, that was a beautiful breaking ball there from Morse. Absolutely froze McNamara for the second out of the inning.
So bases empty, 2 outs for the top of the order. From the stretch comes the right-hander in Morse, looking for a 1-2-3. He gets ahead of Rodrigo Montenegro with a swing and miss. Count 0-1 on the St. Pete College catcher. The 0-1 pitch fouled back to the screen by Montenegro, and he finds himself down in the count, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 gone. Top of the 6th inning, Smith, Richardson, Reynolds for the Scorpions. The 0-2 pitch from Morse is a bouncing ball just out of the reach of the pitcher, but right to the second baseman. Throw to first by George, in time to Grant, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Worked by Morse here in the 5th. We go to the top of the 6th inning from Melching Field. The DeLand Suns lead the Seminole County Scorpions 7-5. First pitch of the 6th inning is fouled off by the 5-hole hitter Parker Smith, as Brandon Castle is back on the mound for the DeLand Suns. His 0-1 comes low and inside for a ball. Count even on Parker Smith, 1 ball and 1 strike.
Yeah, Smith tripled back in the 3rd inning, part of that 4-run third, as he crushed the ball towards right center field.
1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 from Brandon Castle comes inside again to Parker Smith. Count 2-1. Elsewhere in the Florida League tonight, we'll give you the look at the scoreboard here. Winter Park 7-3 over Leesburg in the top of the 6th inning. Winter Garden and Sanford tied at 1, bottom 4. From the top of the 6th here with the Suns leading Seminole County 7-5. 2-1 pitch in there on the outer edge to Parker Smith for a strike, and the count runs even, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Castle has been excellent since coming on for the Suns. His 2-2 pitch up and away for ball 3. 3 balls and 2 strikes. 2 1/3 innings, 2 hits allowed and 1 strikeout. He's faced just 1 more than the minimum with the aid of that 5-4-3 double play in the 5th. The 3-2 pitch swung on and missed, strike 3. Dialed it up to 81 miles an hour and went right at about knee height of Parker Smith. Got a swing and a miss. He's now retired 3 straight since the George single, and there's 1 gone for Kyle Richardson.
Yeah, that was a great pitch there from Castle, low and away in the zone, and he got Parker Smith there to chase for the first out of the inning, and now Kyle Richardson steps in, who singled. He hit an infield hit his first time up, or last time up.
First pitch of the at-bat is off the glove of Peter Hutzel and into shallow left center field. Reaching will be Kyle Richardson, and it will be an E5 that allows Richardson to reach base for the 2nd time tonight. He's at first, and the tying run comes to the plate in the person of Josh Reynolds.
Yeah, that ball was hit really hard there by Reynolds, but it was right at Hutzel. He definitely could have fielded that one, and Richardson aboard on the air, and Josh Reynolds steps in. He struck out twice tonight.
Runner on first, 1 out. First pitch from Castle misses low and outside for a ball. Count on the right fielder Josh Reynolds. Starts 1 ball and no strikes. The 1-0 pitch sent back to the screen. And the count goes to Aces Wild. 1 ball, 1 strike, and 1 out. Aces Wild, a ball, a strike, and an out on Josh Reynolds. Hayden Cross with a couple of ground outs stands in the on-deck circle. Castle checks the runner at first and deals the 1-1 pitch. It is a slow chopper, could be trouble on the third base side. Hutzel, barehand throw, not going to be in time, and it gets away from Joe Burke. Ahead to third base goes Kyle Richardson. The throw now will come to second. That throw not in time. Runners on 2nd and 3rd now with 1 out as the tying run in scoring position for Seminole County.
A great hustle there from Reynolds out of the batter's box, as that throw from Hutzel was way off line, as he was off balance. Reynolds was able to get to second, and now runners at 2nd and 3rd with 1 out. Hayden Cross steps in with a big RBI opportunity to get the Scorpions back in this ball game, down 7-5.
Suns commit their 3rd error of the game. It is ruled a single and then a throwing error, as the first pitch from Castle misses outside for a ball to Hayden Cross, 1-0. One ball, no strikes the count, as the 1-0 delivery from Castle catches the outside corner for a strike, and the count is now 1-1. Aces Wild on the 8-hole hitter Hayden Cross. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. The 1-1 pitch from Castle. Tried to go low and outside, couldn't find the zone, and the count is 2-1.
A good hold there from Hayden Cross. Didn't want to get down in the count 1-2. That was a nice pitch there from Castle, but nice job there from Cross, just holding his swing there.
2 balls, 1 strike, the count on Hayden Cross. The 2-1 from Castle. Big swing and a miss. 86 miles an hour on that one from Castle, and the count is 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 away. Big opportunity here for Castle if he can get this second out. The 2-2 pitch is a pop-up down the third base side, foul, and we'll do it again.
That Cross was fooled on that pitch, but just had enough sense to throw the bat out there and get a piece. Stays alive.
Two balls, 2 strikes, still your count on the 8-hole hitting Cross. Seminole County looking to get back within a run or tie the game with the DeLand Suns. Infield is back, trying to avoid a dribbler that would tie this game. Time is called by the batter and Cross. Two balls, 2 strikes is your count from Brandon Castle. The Eckerd Triton 2-2 pitch is a wild pitch back to the screen. Montenegro will chase it down, but not nearly in time. Richardson scores on the wild pitch, and the DeLand Suns lead is down to a run. It's 7-6 as the count is now full on Hayden Cross.
Now if you're Cross, just need a productive out here to get Reynolds home. Looking to drive something to the outfield.
Full count, trying to avoid putting the go-ahead run on. He does not. Pitches in there on the inside corner. Strike 3 gets Hayden Cross. Cross hopping around. He cannot believe it. But Castle gets his second strike out of the frame. 2 gone with a runner on third for Jeremy Gunter.
Yeah, it was a good pitch there from Castle. Obviously, Cross was frustrated with the call, but you got 2 strikes on you. Got to protect at the plate. Nice pitch there from Castle.
First pitch of the at-bat is again going to be swung on and missed, but another pitch gets away. That's about the 3rd time that a pitch has gotten away from Montenegro from Castle. It's a passed ball that allows Reynolds to score, and this game is tied at 7.
Yeah, that's a huge play there for the Scorpions. Big break on the swing and a miss there from Gunter. Reynolds coming home to score. His ball game's tied at 7, and really without any hit.
Pitch is up and away for a ball, 1-0 is your count on Jeremy Gunter. Both of those runs unearned to Brandon Castle. 1 ball, no strikes. 1 ball, 1 strike, I should say. Your count on Gunter. Foul back to the screen. And the count is 1-2. Suns in the bottom of the 6th. Bell, Townsend, Burke, 2, 3, and 4. One ball, 2 strikes. Castle trying to get out of the inning with the game tied before the Suns make their move to the bullpen. Likely after this, as action is up. The 1-2 from Castle. Swung on and missed. Another ball that got away, but Montenegro's throw down to first is in time, and the inning is over. Castle gets 3 strikeouts, but gives up 2 unearned runs. We go to the bottom of the 6th. This game is tied at 7. Bottom of the sixth inning, Suns in a tie ball game, 7-7, bottom of the sixth inning. As the heart of the order, 2, 3, and 4, Bell, Townsend, and Burke will try to regain the lead for the DeLand Suns. Michael Morris remains on the mound. He got into trouble in the fourth inning, but then worked a scoreless fifth once he had a clean slate to work with. 7 runs, 9 hits, and an error for Seminole County. 7 runs, 5 hits, 3 errors for the DeLand Suns, who've been the beneficiary of a number of Seminole County walks. First pitch catches the outside corner to Bell. 0-1. The Suns have been the beneficiary of 8 Seminole County walks.
This is an important inning here for Morris. The Scorpions did a great job to battle back. If Morris can get the Suns to go down 1-2-3 quick inning, that could be huge for the Scorpions' confidence moving forward as the later innings approach us.
The 0-1 sent back to the screen, and the count moves to 0-2. On the 2-hole hitting Bell, who is 1 for 1 with a couple of walks today. He has reached base 3 times. The 0-2 pitch from Morse is clubbed towards second in the outfield grass. To make the play is Anthony George. He throws across the diamond, and 5 straight have been retired by Michael Morse, since allowing the bases clearing double and the RBI single back in the fourth inning. There's 1 gone here in the sixth for the left fielder, Mark Townsend.
That's a nice play there from George at second. For somebody who's usually behind the plate or at third base, had to play second tonight. Makes a nice play there on a hard hit ball there from Bell.
From the stretch comes Morse. His first pitch is a line drive in left field, a base hit from Mark Townsend. It floats in between Richardson and Hoagland on the left side of the infield as Townsend finds his way on for the first time today, as that'll bring up the Sun home run leader with 3 in Joe Burke. He and Alan Alonzo were tied in that category.
A nice job there from Townsend, taking that outside pitch where it was pitched to left field, line drive, and the Suns in business with 1 out.
1 gone, 1 on, in the person of Mark Townsend, who is DeLand's stolen base leader on the season. First pitch, fastball to Burke, upstairs for a ball, 1-0. Townsend, 5 of 6 on the base paths on the year. The Suns, not terribly aggressive. They average under a steal a game. They are 20 of 24, the 1-0. Burke laces one down the left field line, but it's foul, and the count will go even. Aces wild on Burke. A ball, a strike, and an out.
And that ball was absolutely mashed by Burke. Just was out in front of it. If he waits a little bit on that, that one's a double down the line.
1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out to Joe Burke. Go-ahead run for the Suns, standing on first in the person of Mark Townsend. It is the Suns' stolen base leader with 5. Pitch is outside to Joe Burke that time, 2-1, as Peter Hutzel, who uncorked that bases clearing double in the fourth, stands in the on-deck circle. Could be another big opportunity for the Canadian infielder. 2 balls and a strike, the 2-1 to Burke. Burke will foul that one off the screen, and the count on the first baseman, 2 balls and 2 strikes. 7-7, bottom of the 6th inning here in DeLand. Ready to go is Morse. There goes the runner. 2-2 breaking ball. Upstairs, throw to second, not nearly in time. Perfect pitch to go on for Townsend as he goes on the curveball that was upstairs, and he easily takes his 6th stolen base of the season as the count on Joe Burke runs full.
A big pitch here from Morse. Here 3-2, just got to throw one in there. Let's see what he goes with.
3-2 pitch to Burke. Burke clubs it down the left field side. Foul again. Burke has been ahead of Michael Morse twice here on shots that could have given the Suns the lead, but he'll deal with another 3-2 pitch with Hutzel waiting on deck.
Yeah, pretty much identical of what he did earlier in this at-bat. You can tell he's a little bit frustrated, but he's got to settle back in, and if you're Morse, maybe go something off speed here.
3 balls, 2 strikes the count. Morse's 3-2 to Burke is outside ball 4. Burke is on base for the 3rd time tonight with a single and 2 walks, and the Suns have runners on first and second with one away for the third baseman in Peter Hutzel. Chance for the Suns to retake the lead if Hutzel can come up with another base hit. Morse has thrown 37 pitches, 24 strikes, 13 balls. From the stretch goes Michael Morse, first and second to Hutzel, taken at the knees of the Marshall product for a strike, 0-1. Top of the seventh inning, top of the order for Seminole County, Grant, George, and Hogland, all of whom have a hit today. George has two. The 0-1 off the plate to Peter Hutzel, and aces are wild. A ball, a strike, and an out. Big opportunity here for Hutzel to come through with a couple of more RBIs. He can shoot another gap. The 1-1 delivery to Hutzel, high and tight for a ball, and the count now 2-1. Every Sun but Tim Dixon has reached base today. Two balls and a strike, the 2-1 to Hutzel. Hutzel hits a high pop fly, could be playable down the first base line. It is not. It'll get out of play, and the count on Peter Hutzel has evened itself again, 2 balls and 2 strikes.
See what Morse goes with here. 2-2 in the count. Nice pitch there on the last one. Could be a big out here if he can get it.
Garrett Wallace, a single and a walk to his name today. He's on deck should the inning continue. 2-2 pitch to Hutzel. Big breaking ball. Didn't break enough as it missed way high and outside. And the count is full on Hutzel, 3-2. We'll see if the Suns try to get in motion here with only one out. Not be surprised to see it, especially with Townsend as the lead runner. Suns get off to decent leads. And they will go. The pitch is low and inside, ball 4. And the bases are loaded again for the DeLand Suns with just one out on a single and 2 walks. DeLand, bases loaded in the second, bases loaded in the fourth, bases loaded in the sixth. And it brings up Garrett Wallace and an opportunity to give DeLand the lead.
I got to give credit to the Suns tonight. Have been very patient at the plate, drawing their 10th walk now of the evening.
For the second night in a row, the Suns draw 10 walks. Wallace trying to give DeLand the lead with the bases loaded. Corners in, middle infield back. First pitch over the plate for a strike to Wallace, count 0-1. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out to Garrett Wallace. Grounded out in the second, walked in the third, singled in a run in the fourth inning. The 0-1 to Wallace. Big swing and a miss on an elevated fastball. And the upstate Spartan finds himself down in the count, 0-2.
And if you're Morse right here, don't mess around. Attack Wallace in the zone. And let's see what he goes with.
No balls, 2 strikes the count on Garrett Wallace. Bases loaded, 1 out. Game tied at 7. The 0-2 delivery to Wallace. Upstairs for a ball. He elevated another fastball. That one was too elevated. And the count on Garrett Wallace is 1-2. It's Townsend on third, Burke on second, and Hutzel on first. The 1-2 pitch coming from Michael Morse. Breaking ball hit back to Morse up the middle. It's going to be the second baseman. He did step on the bag, but then he throws the ball away to first. A run will score. 2, in fact, will come in. Coming around second and digging for third is Wallace. He is in sliding, and the DeLand Suns have taken the lead. It's 9-7 DeLand here in the bottom of the 6th inning as Garrett Wallace comes all the way around to third. Townsend scores. Burke scores. Hutzel is put out at second. So score that, a RBI fielder's choice, and then an error. Scored RBI fielder's choice for Garrett Wallace, and then an E6 that puts Wallace at third with 2 outs for Tim Dixon.
A tough break there for the Scorpions as Morse with a nice play or nice pitch there. Pitch was up the middle, or the ball was hit up the middle. Richardson did a nice job fielding it, stepping on the bag there at second, just unable to make the throw down to first, and 2 runs scored because of it.
Suns get the 2 runs back here in inning number 6 on the RBI fielder's choice by Garrett Wallace and the ensuing error. First pitch of the at-bat to Dixon, upstairs for a ball, 1-0. 9-7 DeLand here at Melching Field. The Suns getting 2 back after giving them back in the 6th inning. The 1-0 pitch, low and outside for a ball, and the count on Tim Dixon is 2-0. No action in the Suns bullpen. There is right-handed action in the Scorps bullpen. The 2-0 pitch, high and outside, ball 3 to Dixon. It's 3-0 on the DeLand right fielder with Jeff Omahundro waiting in the on-deck circle. Set from the stretch comes the right-hander. The 3-0 delivery is a chopper towards third. It is through the legs of the third baseman Gunnar Hoagland, and the E5 will let Garrett Wallace score, and the Suns are in double digits for the second night in a row. DeLand leads it 10-7.
Yeah, Hoagland, first game since pretty much high school there at third, and boots that one as a run comes across.
So the Suns answer the 2 with 3 of their own. Dixon is 0 for 4 today, but does get on base for the first time, meaning that all 9 Suns have reached. And Jeff Omahundro steps in at 0 for 2. He walked in the second, and since then has grounded out in each of the last 2 innings. 4th and the 5th to start both frames. He takes that pitch outside for a ball. 1-0 as the 7th hitter of the inning here for the Suns, who hold a 10-7 lead. The 1-0 pitch to Omahundro down Broadway for a strike. Count even on the shortstop, 1-1. One ball, 1 strike, the count on the 8-hole, hitting Omahundro. Comes set, and the 1-1 pitch. Omahundro hits it back up the middle, but caught by the pitcher in Morse. Takes it over to first, flips it in time, and the inning is over. But the Suns put up a 3 spot in the bottom of the 6th inning. An RBI fielder's choice from Wallace and a pair of errors put DeLand back in front. It's 10-7 Suns. The first pitch of the top of the 7th inning to Topher Grant misses the zone inside for a ball, 1-0. Suns lead Seminole County 10-7 here in the top of the 7th inning. A game that has been dominated by offense and, to be blunt, defensive mistakes as the 1-0 pitch misses the zone, 2-0. Both teams with 3 errors, the Suns with a couple of passed balls as well. And those errors have led to runs on both sides. 2 balls, no strikes from Castle. The 2-0 is a chopper down the third base side. Tough play for Hutzel. Barehand throw up the line again, and Joe Burke has to make an outstanding diving stop at first. It's an infield single for Topher Grant as Hutzel had Tommy John surgery earlier on last year. He did not play this year for Marshall, and he's still getting used to that third base bag, and he's been challenged tonight by having to deal with a lot of slow rollers down the line. Single by Grant. Puts a runner on first for Anthony George.
Yeah, that's 3 infield singles for the Scorpions, all in the exact same spot. A slow dribbler to third. Hutzel has had to make some tough plays, but the hustle there from Grant allows him to be in there safely.
First pitch of the at-bat is a line drive into center field, a base hit. So the dangerous Gunnar Hoglund will come to the plate representing the tying run. Back-to-back singles here in the 7th inning have put a runner on first and second and nobody out for Gunnar Hoglund.
And again, the top of the lineup coming up big here in the 7th, setting this inning up. Back-to-back singles, no outs, with Gunnar Hoglund at the plate, who's been relatively quiet. Did have a single back in the first, but since then has struck out looking, and a pop-out has an opportunity.
First pitch of the at-bat swung on and missed by Gunnar Hoglund from the lefty in Castle. No balls and a strike. Castle 3 1/3 innings, 5 hits, 2 runs, both unearned. 4 strikeouts, no walks thus far for him. He holds a 10-7 lead, but the tying run is at the plate. The 0-1 misses way low and outside, and the count on Hoglund is even 1-1. One ball, 1 strike the count on Gunnar Hoglund. 1 for 3 today, an RBI single, a strikeout, and a pop-out. The 1-1 pitch from Castle, high and tight for a ball, and Hoglund takes the advantage in the count, 2-1. Tying run at the plate with nobody out as action is up in the DeLand bullpen. The 2-1 from Castle, big swing and a miss by Gunnar Hoglund, and the count is even, 2 balls and 2 strikes.
A big at-bat here from Hoglund, count even at 2-2. Let's see if he can get something to drive here. Get the Scorpions back in the ball game.
Double play depth up the middle, the 2-2 pitch, low and outside, ball 3, and the count on Gunnar Hoglund is 3 balls and 2 strikes. Action continues in the DeLand bullpen, trying to avoid walking the bases loaded. The 3-2 pitch from Castle. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Castle gets Hoglund on the inside corner to hack at a pitch, and there's 1 gone in the 7th inning for the DH, Riley Wash.
Nice pitch there from Castle, getting Hoglund to swing through that one. Kind of ate him up a little bit, and that might do it for Castle.
And it looks like it's going to be Connor Udell, the Princeton Tiger, who will come in. Udell has a 3-run lead with 1 out in the 7th inning. Connor Udell, the hard-throwing righty from Princeton, will throw the first pitch he throws to the backstop. Up to third goes Topher Grant, to second goes Anthony George, and there's 2 runners in scoring position and a 1-0 count on Riley Wash.
Big spot here for Wash. Runners at second and third, 1 out. See if he can get something to drive against the hard thrower.
The 1-0 pitch is bounced back. It is deflected by Connor Udell. An excellent reflex play by the Princeton Tiger. A kick save and a beauty that time from Udell as he kept it in front of him with his leg. It kept the runner Grant at third, so Wash is put out for out number 2 to bring up with 2 on and 2 out Parker Smith.
That ball was hit hard up the middle, but Udell made a nice play on the mound, and most importantly, Grant stayed at third.
And Grant was about a third of the way down the line when he realized that Udell had stopped it, didn't want to risk getting thrown out, so he stood his ground. Udell threw over to first, and nowhere to go for Topher Grant. First pitch to Smith was fouled off. Udell is ahead 0-1. The 0-1 pitch, high and tight for a ball. Count is even on Parker Smith, who's 1 for 3 today, 1-1.
His one hit was a rocket towards right center field. Got a triple out of it.
The 1-1 from Udell, fouled back to the screen, and Udell is a strike away from getting out of the inning with no harm done. McNamara, Montenegro, and Bell will be next for the Suns in the bottom of the 7th inning after the stretch. The 1-2 delivery is swung on and missed at a ball in the dirt. Collected by Montenegro, his throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. The Big Red, Connor Udell, retires back-to-back hitters, and the inning is over. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning. The Suns lead Seminole County 10-7. Bottom half of inning number 7, Jack Berry will step on the mound for the Seminole County Scorpions. He will deal with McNamara, Montenegro, and Bell as the Suns try to extend a 10-7 lead in inning number 7. First pitch outside for a ball, 1-0.
Yeah, Berry pitched against DeLand on Thursday night in the 1-1 ball game, and DeLand was able to get 5 runs across.
Next pitch is clubbed down the left field line. That's going to be trouble. Joe McNamara will round first and dig for second. He will be in easily at second. He's now going to round and go for third as the ball got lost in the corner. Throw to third, not in time. It's going to be a sliding triple from Joe McNamara. He's having his best night of the season, 2 for 3 for the Winthrop Eagle, and he stands on third with nobody out for Rodrigo Montenegro.
A nice piece of hitting there from McNamara. Hits that one into the corner in left field. Smith struggled to get the ball up, or pick the ball up, and McNamara's speed able to get him at third.
Ball got rattled around in the corner, allowing McNamara to stand on third. Infield in for Montenegro, whose mighty hack cannot connect, and the count is 0-1.
Berry, in his last game against DeLand, 1 inning pitch, 5 runs, 3 of those were earned. 3 hits, 2 walks.
Next pitch high and outside to Montenegro, evens the count, 1 ball and 1 strike. 1 ball, 1 strike on the leadoff hitting Montenegro, 0 for 2 with a couple of walks today, as he tries to extend this DeLand lead. The 1-1 pitch outside for a ball, and the count on Montenegro goes to 2-1. Two balls and a strike with nobody out and a runner on third. Suns trying to get run number 11 across for the night. Berry's 2-1 is in there on the inside corner for a strike, and the count on Montenegro evens at 2-2. 10-7 DeLand. Seminole County has out-hit the Suns, though, 11-7. The 2-2 pitch to Montenegro is low and outside, ball 3. And the count is full to Montenegro, 3-2, as he tries to get on base for the 3rd time tonight. The 3-2 pitch to Montenegro from Jack Berry, outside, ball 4, and the Suns have runners at the corners with nobody out in the frame for Robert Bell.
Yeah, Berry, this is his 7th appearance for the Scorpions. He's got a 10.8 ERA, 10 innings pitched, 7 strikeouts, 15 walks, 11 hits.
From the stretch, the first pitch of the at-bat fouled off down the left side by Robert Bell, who starts behind in the count 0-1. The middle infield is in double play depth, so if I'm the Suns, I'm not going to put Montenegro in motion. You'll take run number 11 if they're going to give it to you, and on a ball up the middle, they're going to give it to you. They would try to turn 2. The 0-1 delivery catches the outside corner for a strike. It's 0-2.
Nice pitch there from Berry, attacking the zone. Ahead 0-2. Let's see what he goes with here.
No balls, 2 strikes your count, as Berry comes set from the stretch, trying to get his first out here in the bottom of the 7th inning. His 0-2 delivery is outside for a ball to Robert Bell. It's 1-2. Suns lead it 10-7. For Seminole County, a run in the first, 4 in the third, 2 in the 6th. For the Suns, a run in the first, a run in the second, 5 in the 4th, and 3 in the 6th. The 1-2 delivery. Bell will club that one high and deep into left center field. Center fielder is over to make the catch, but tagging from third will be Joe McNamara. He will score without a throw. It's a sacrifice fly for Robert Bell, and the Suns' lead extends here in the 7th inning to 11-7.
Yeah, nice job there from Bell. Nice approach at the plate, driving that baseball into deep center field, allowing the run to come home on the sac fly. But if you're very important there to get the out, he did that. So 1 down, runner on first.
fourth productive at-bat for Robert Bell. A walk, 2 walks, a single, and now the sac fly to bring up Mark Townsend. First pitch of the at-bat, Townsend grounds it through the right side, a base hit. Rounding second and digging for third will be Montenegro. Townsend will hold it first, and the Suns have runners at the corners. With 1 out here in the 7th inning, Mark Townsend with his second hit in as many innings, and there's runners at the corners for Joe Burke, who could try to help the Suns put this one away.
Yeah, nice job there from Townsend finding a hole towards the right side. Now the Suns have runners on the corners, only 1 out. Barry got to settle down.
Suns looking to finish off a sweep of Seminole County. Would love to extend the lead here in inning number 7, leading 11-7. Runners to the corners, 1 out for Burke. First pitch to him. Comes high and tight for a ball, 1-0. Burke, a single and 2 walks tonight. As in this inning, the Suns drawing their 11th walk of the night. It was the one to Montenegro. The 1-0 pitch, runner goes. Pitch is in there for a strike. Throw down to second base. Not in time. A stolen base for Mark Townsend. Puts runners in scoring position. 2 of them, in fact, with 1 gone here in the 7th. And a 1-1 count on Burke.
And that is Townsend's second stolen base of the night. Nice jump there. As now the Suns have 2 runners in scoring position.
1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, infield in. The 1-1 to Burke. Big swing and a miss. And the count moves to 1-2. Burke 1 for 2 on the night for the Suns. With 2 runs scored, a run batted in, he's drawn one of the 11 walks. Only 2 Suns have not walked. That's Townsend and Dixon. The 1-2 pitch to Burke. Fouled off, and we'll do it again as Peter Hutzel waits in the on-deck circle. League-wide off day tomorrow, then the Suns begin a 4-game series against the Winter Garden Squeeze Monday night, Monday and Tuesday at Lake Mineola, and then a modified doubleheader will finish 1 game and play a full on July 3rd. The 1-2 pitch is going to come inside. It nearly plunks Burke, but he gets out of the way of it. And the count on Joe Burke runs to 2-2. Second and third, 1 out for the Suns. Infield in for the Scorpions. Try to cut down the runner, Montenegro. The 2-2 pitch. High and inside, ball 3. And the count runs full on Joe Burke. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Peter Hutzel would hit next. Save for an inning-ending double play here. We'll see what Barry comes with on his 20th pitch of the inning. His 3-2 pitch. Burke clubs it foul about the 4th time tonight that he's ripped one foul down the left side. Count stays full on the first baseman, 3-2.
Yeah, he's been right on it. Just been hitting it foul towards the left side. It's been great contact. Let's see what Barry does here. 3-2, needs to get an out.
Suns trying to break this one open in the bottom of the 7th inning. They lead it 11-7. Sac fly from Bell providing the run in this inning. The 3-2 pitch to Burke. Inside, ball 4. And the Suns, for the 4th time in 7 innings tonight, have loaded the bases.
Infield's remaining in. As a ground ball, they'd go home and try to get the runner at first. But if you're Barry right now, just got to, I know I've been saying it, but you got to throw some strikes. I mean, bases loaded, 1 out, nowhere to put Hutzel.
22 Suns have reached in some fashion tonight. 8 hits, 12 walks, an error and a fielder's choice. First pitch of the at-bat to Hutzel. In there for a strike on the outer half, 0-1.
Yeah, Hutzel was a part of that big 4th inning for the Suns with a double.
No balls and a strike. Barry's 0-1 delivery, high and outside for a ball. Count 1-1. No action in either bullpen for the Scorps and the Suns. They'll send Connor Udell back out in the 8th, and this is Barry's 8th to battle through. His 7th, I should say. Aces while the ball is striking and out to Hutzel. Buries 1-1. Hutzel will hit a high fly ball into shallow right center field. That is going to be dropped. Everyone will advance one base. Ahead to the plate comes Rodrigo Montenegro, and the Suns' lead is 12-7 on an RBI single by Peter Hutzel.
Yeah, Hutzel just found a hole right there in right field as George was going back. Reynolds was coming in. A little bit of miscommunication. Ball drops right in front of Reynolds and behind George, and the run came home to score.
A bloop single by Peter Hutzel. He's having himself a nice night tonight, 2 for 4 with 3 RBIs to lead the Suns. And the bases remain loaded for Garrett Wallace. With 1 gone and Jack Berry still on the mound. First pitch is a bouncing ball through the left side, a base hit. 1 run will score. Joe Burke being sent around third. Now the ball is misplayed in left field. The throw to third is not in time. Ahead to second base goes Garrett Wallace. It's a 2-run single by Garrett Wallace, and the Suns' lead expands to 14-7.
Yeah, Wallace with 2 RBI single there to left. And the Suns have pretty much been breaking this game open here, 14-7.
Score that, I believe, a hit and then an error, allowing the runners just to advance an extra base. It is a 2-run single by Garrett Wallace. Hutzel to third. Wallace stands on second. 4 RBIs on the day for Garrett Wallace as the Suns lead it 14-7. We'll take a quick break. The Suns have added 4 runs in the bottom of the 7th inning. They lead it 14-7 here at Melching Field in DeLand, and the game-ending run is currently at the plate in Tim Dixon as Kyle Branna throws one in the zone for a strike. It's 0-1 to Dixon, who will try to break up an 0-for-4 day.
Yeah, Branna coming in. He's been spectacular for the Scorpions this year. 1-0 record, 1.5 ERA. This is his 7th game.
0-1, right down Broadway for a strike, and Dixon finds himself down in the count. 0-2. The book is not closed yet on Jack Berry, but he threw an inning and a third. He allowed 4 hits, 4 runs, all earned. He's responsible for Hutzel and Wallace. Walked 2 and did not strike out any for the Scorpions. No balls and 2 strikes. The 0-2 pitch is a blooper into center field. It'll actually carry deep into center. Catch will be made by Gunter. The throw will come into the shortstop. Jogging in from third is Peter Hutzel, and it's a sacrifice fly for Tim Dixon, and the Suns add another. Here in the 7th inning, a 5 spot makes it 15-7 DeLand.
Nice job there from Brana to get the out, but another productive out from the Suns. Another sacrifice fly, lead it 15-7.
Every batter this inning for the Suns has been productive. Triple walk, sac fly, single walk, single, sac fly. Everyone has either gotten on base or driven someone in, as the 9th hitter of the inning is Jeff Omohundro. As with this inning, unless Omohundro or McNamara end the game, Rodrigo Montenegro at the top of the order will come to the plate for the 6th time. Runner on second, 2 gone for Omohundro, who takes the first pitch below the knees for a ball, 1-0.
And Brana, he pitched earlier this week on Monday at Winter Garden. He came in relief of Christian Simon and was unbelievable. He got the win. 4 innings, 1 hit.
1-0 pitch will hit Jeff Omohundro on the back. The first hit by pitch today for Seminole County pitching, and the 13th overall free pass administered. That will bring the 10th hitter of the inning to the plate, and the person that started it with a triple in Joe McNamara, who is having himself a nice day. He's 2 for 3 with a couple of runs scored. He'll hit here with the game-ending run on first base in Omohundro. If he were to score, the Suns would walk this one off 17-7. First pitch coming to the 9-hole hitting McNamara from Kyle Brana, high and outside for a ball, 1-0. You want a big stat today? Here it is. Seminole County has administered 13 free passes, 12 walks, and a hit by pitch. The DeLand Suns have yet to administer a walk in this game. A 1-0 pitch to Omohundro, right down Broadway. He checked his swing, but it's a strike anyway, and the count on the Maine Black Bears, a ball and a strike. Every Sun has done something productive today. 1 ball, 1 strike, your count on Joe McNamara. Brana's 1-1 delivery. McNamara will hit a fly ball down the line in right, tailing into foul ground. That one will fall out of play. A long way for Reynolds to run, but wouldn't have mattered anyway as it was well out of his reach. And the count on the 9-hole hitting McNamara is a ball and 2 strikes.
And you got to give credit to DeLand as well. They were down 5-2 in this game early on, put a 5 spot in the 4th inning. Then Seminole County tied it at 7. And what do? They score 3 to make it 10-7 in the 6th, and then they have 5 here, 15-7. Just great effort by the Suns tonight.
Brana's 1-2 pitch in the dirt, low and outside for a ball, 1-2. The Suns have been the beneficiaries of 13 free passes. They've put 10 hits on the board themselves. 4 Suns with multi-hit games tonight. Townsend, Hutzel, Wallace, and McNamara. 2-2, high and tight for a ball. And the carousel will move. Wallace from second and Omohundro from first, with a full count pitch coming to the 10th hitter of the inning in Joe McNamara.
See what Brana goes with here, 3-2.
3 balls, 2 strikes to McNamara. The runners will move with the pitch. There they go, the 3-2, low and outside, ball 4. And the bases are going to be loaded again. Wallace to third, Omohundro to second, and Joe McNamara reaches base for the 4th time tonight. 2 walks, a single and a triple. As for the 6th time in tonight's game, we see the appearance of Rodrigo Montenegro. The Suns with the game-winning run, game-ending run, standing on second. A base hit by Montenegro would be his first today and would end the ball game in all likelihood. Montenegro hits a blooper into shallow left, charging on and making the catch in left field is Parker Smith. So the Suns hang a 5 spot in the bottom of the 7th inning, and we head to the top of the 8th with your score. The DeLand Suns 15, the Seminole County Scorpions 7. First pitch of the inning is laced down the left field line by Kyle Richardson. He'll round first and dig for second. Townsend battles it in left field to stand up double. For Kyle Richardson, he reaches base for the 3rd time, and Richardson stands on second with nobody out for Josh Reynolds.
Yeah, good for Richardson. 2 for 3 ball game, singled, an infield single, reached on an error, and then ripped one down the third base line for a double. Nice job from Richardson tonight as he's trying to get back to his old ways where he was at the beginning of the season.
So runner on second, nobody out. Connor Udell is on for the Suns. In his first full inning of work, he misses high and inside for a ball, 1-0. And it's worth noting, if Udell were to pitch the 8th and 9th and keep this lead intact, this is a save situation for Connor Udell. The 1-0 pitch from the Princeton Tiger. Back up the middle, and Udell was able to come up with another one. Connor Udell twice tonight has had a ball hit right back at him at ankle level that he's come up with. He puts out Josh Reynolds for the first out of the inning. Richardson ahead to third, though, for Hayden Cross.
Yeah, how about Udell fielding his position on the mound? That was a hard hit ball from Reynolds, and he does a great job fielding that one and throwing it on to first.
So Hayden Cross hits with the Suns leading 15-7. First pitch of the at-bat misses low and outside for a ball, 1-0. We're still quite a ways away from the highest scoring game in league history. That was last year's play-in game between Winter Park and Seminole County as the 1-0 pitch is bounced in for a ball, 2-0. Good play by Montenegro to keep it in front of him. That was a game that Seminole County lost to Winter Park 20-17.
Yeah, 22 runs here tonight. Still need 15 to come close to that record. Or more than that. I did the math wrong, I think.
They need to.
Yeah, I did the math wrong on that big time.
2-0 swung on and missed. It's 2-1. Winter Park victorious again tonight as they knock off Leesburg 8-7. They score a run in the bottom of the 8th inning on a wild pitch before they are able to close it down and pick up the win as the count is 3-1. The other game sees the Sanford River Rats ahead of Winter Garden 3-2 in the bottom of the 6th inning. 3-1 pitch swung on and missed by Cross, and the count has filled 3-2 here in the 8th inning. (15-7) Suns, top of the 8th inning. In DeLand, the 3-2 pitch is fouled off down the left side. It's going to get into the bleachers on the left field side of action as the young fan will chase in that direction as another full count pitch will come to Hayden Cross.
Cross searching for his first hit of the night, 0 for 3.
If you're Seminole County tonight, you're very happy with what your offense has done as a walk is drawn there by Hayden Cross to put runners at the corners with one out for Jeremy Gunter. If you had said before the game started tonight, okay, every single batter in your lineup other than one is going to have a hit, all 9 were going to reach base, each of the 4 of the top 5 hitters in your lineup were going to drive in a run, you'd be pretty happy. But the pitching has just not followed through as the first pitch of the at-bat to the 9-hole hitting Jeremy Gunter misses the zone 1-0.
Yeah, absolutely. 12 hits on the night. That's a season high for this club, and they've done a good job tonight with the bats. Just like you said, Ryan, the pitching hasn't been there, and that's why it's 15-7.
2 balls, no strikes. Back-to-back pitches have missed the zone for Connor Udell. Got out of trouble in the 7th inning. And the 2-0 pitch is a check swing. Did he go around? Don't believe he did. And the count is 3 balls and no strikes. 15-7 Suns as one more strike could load the bases for Topher Grant at the top of the Seminole County order. The 3-0 in there for a strike in the outer half. It's 3-1. Gunter 1 for 3 tonight with a single, a ground out, and a strikeout. The 3-1 delivery is a bouncing ball towards short. This will get the run in. Throw to first base is in time. Good stretch there by Joe Burke as Hunter Fornari, who had entered the game at shortstop, is able to make the play. The Suns will gladly surrender the run to Kyle Richardson, who scores for the 2nd time tonight. Hayden Cross moves up to second base, or to third base, I should say, with 2 outs, top of the order, and Topher Grant with the score now 15-8 in favor of the Suns.
Yeah, productive out there from Gunter, getting the run home, and top of the lineup here, Topher Grant.
First pitch from Connor Udell to Topher Grant is in for a strike. Bottom of the 8th inning, 2-3-4. Bell, Townsend, and Burke. That one fouled off as well, and the count has quickly moved to no balls and 2 strikes on Topher Grant.
Also Seminole County with 8 runs. That ties a season high. They scored 8 in the win against Sanford a few weeks ago.
The 0-2 from Udell. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Tag applied and the inning is over. Udell limits damage as just 1 run crosses. He picks up his 2nd strikeout of his relief appearance. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. DeLand needs 3 to end it. They lead it 15-8. Bell, Townsend, and Burke will hit in the bottom half of inning number 8. Suns lead at 15-8 as Kyle Branna will continue to work. He threw a 2/3 scoreless innings last inning. Give up a sac fly, hit by a pitch and a walk, but then got a fly out to end the inning. First pitch comes into Robert Bell in there for a strike, 0-1. And if Connor Udell comes back out for the DeLand Suns, he will have an opportunity to earn an 8-out save for DeLand. He came in a 3-run ball game as the 0-1 delivery fouled off by Robert Bell, who's reached base on 2 walks and a single tonight. Bell is 1 for 2, 2 runs scored, 2 RBIs for the Suns.
And Brana now with a clean slate with no one on base. Let's see how he responds here in the 8th inning. He's been the Scorpions' best reliever out of the bullpen.
No balls, 2 strikes, the 0-2 to Bell. High and outside for a ball at 86 miles an hour. Count on Robert Bell moves to 1-2.
When Brana gets ahead in the count, he likes to go to the slider. You can tell, Ryan, he throws at 3/4 arm slot.
The 1-2 pitch to Robert Bell is a breaking ball in there, strike 3. Bell set down on strikes for the first out of inning number 8, which brings up Mark Townsend, who's 2 for 5 tonight.
Yeah, went with it there, and he placed it perfectly on the outside corner. Nice pitch there from Brana for the first out.
15-8 Suns, bottom of the 8th inning. Here from Melching Field in DeLand. 15 runs, a season high for the Suns. 8 runs, as you mentioned, a season high for the Scorps. We're 2 runs short of what I believe to be the highest scoring game in the league this season, a 14-11 Suns win over Sanford all the way back on June 2nd. Suns have 2 high-scoring wins this year, 14-11 and 10-9. The 1-0 pitch fouled off down the left side, and aces are wild to Townsend. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Suns had scored just 3 runs in a 3-game series against Winter Park. They have exploded for 33 in 3 games against Seminole County. The 1-1 pitch is in there for a strike, and Townsend finds himself down in the count, 1-2.
And 27 in the last 2 games. I mean, it's been just a great job from DeLand at the plate. They've been patient. Obviously, Seminole County's walks have hurt them, but they've taken advantage.
1-2 pitch fouled off by Townsend, and we'll do it again. Count still a ball and 2 strikes. Final ups for Seminole County. George, Hoagland, and Wash will all get opportunities. They all have a hit today. George has led the way, going 3 for 4. The 1-2 pitch to Townsend, high and outside for a ball, and the Stetson Hatter remains at the plate with the count now 2-2. Suns will be back in action, as we mentioned, against Winter Garden for a 4-game series starting Monday. 2 with Lake Mineola, 2 in DeLand. 2-2 pitches in for strike 3. Townsend set down on strikes. Back-to-back punch-outs for Kyle Branna, and there's 2 gone for Joe Burke, who will try to reach base for the 5th time tonight.
And Brana going back to the off-speed stuff there and doing a great job painting the outside corner for strike 3, back-to-back strikeouts for the righty from Weber International.
Looking up and down the DeLand order, these Suns been on base all the time tonight. Burke takes the first pitch, strike 0-1. Montenegro 3 times, Bell 3 times, Townsend twice, Burke 4 times, Hutzel 3 times, Wallace 4 times, Dixon once, Omohundro twice, and McNamara 4 times. The 0-1 pitch to Joe Burke. Big swing and a miss on an elevated fastball, and Kyle Branna now 1 strike away from striking out the side here in the 8th inning.
And this is somebody who didn't pitch in 2019 in the collegiate season, and he's just laser-eyed focused, a confident guy, and here comes the 0-2.
0-2 pitch upstairs for a ball, and the count on Joe Burke is 1-2.
He just committed to Weber International a few weeks ago, and he was very excited about it, and kind of took off the pressure of always having to pitch well, and he's just been relaxed, and it's shown.
The 1-2 pitch misses just off the plate. Scorps thought they had the final out of the inning, but Burke remains at the plate, trying to reach base with his head for the 5th time tonight. He's got an RBI single and then 3 walks. He has scored after each of his 3 walks. 15-8 Suns. Here, bottom 8. The 2-2 pitch, a breaking ball swung on and missed. Burke falls to an E. After the swing and miss, it's a strikeout the side of Kyle Branna. We go to the top of the 9th inning. Suns will look to finish off a sweep as Connor Udell will go for the save. Top of the 9th inning, George, Hogland, and Wash will try to get the offense jump-started for the Seminole County Scorpions. They need 7 here in the top of the 9th inning as the first pitch from Connor Udell is low for ball 1. It's 1-0.
Anthony George tonight 3 for 4, doubled in the first, and then 2 singles in the 5th and 7th.
Next pitch from Udell, fouled back to the screen, and the count is even on Anthony George as the ball and a strike. 1-1 the count from Connor Udell. The right-hander for the Princeton Tigers comes set and deals the 1-1 pitch. It's a ground ball foul down the third base slide, and the count moves to 1-2 on Anthony George as the Suns look to retire him for just the second time tonight, for the first time without anything happening. It's been a double, an RBI ground out, and 2 singles.
Yeah, since he's joined the Scorpions, he's been money at the plate. He's just been seeing the ball very well. This is his second third hit game this week.
Udell's 1-2 bounces in for a ball. The count on George is 2-2. Udell will get back on the rubber. Scorpions will get back in action on Monday. They begin a 3-game series with the Leesburg Lightning. Beginning at Sanford on Monday, series then shifts Tuesday to back-to-back games at Pat Thomas Stadium in Leesburg before meeting on the 4th of July with the Winter Garden Squeeze. Throw to first base in time. Across the diamond by Hutzel, 1 gone here in the 9th inning as the Suns retire Anthony George for the second time. There's 1 away in the 9th for the 1-for-4 Gunnar Hogland.
Yeah, Hogland, since he got that hit in the first inning, has struggled at the plate. He struck out looking in the 3rd, popped out in the 5th, and then struck out swinging in the 7th.
First pitch of the at-bat, fouled up and off the top of the screen by Gunnar Hogland. No balls and a strike. Connor Udell has had his struggles this season, but has pitched very well out of the bullpen tonight, and he is 2 outs away from picking up a save for the DeLand Suns as the 0-1 pitch swung on and missed. Udell now ahead of Hogland, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes is your count on Gunnar Hogland with Riley Wash in the on-deck circle. 9th batter Udell has faced. He's retired 7, giving up base runners on a double and a walk. 0-2 pitch, bounced over to Burke. He'll take it to the bag himself, and Connor Udell is an out away from the save as the Suns look to finish off a sweep of the Seminole County Scorpions. They lead it 15-8 as they'll face Riley Wash.
Wash a 1-for-4. He singled back in the third, was a big piece of the Scorpions' 4-run third. But since then, grounded into a double play and then hit a ball right back to the pitcher, Udell. He made a nice play.
First pitch of the at-bat, low and outside for a ball, 1-0. Udell deals the 1-0 pitch. It's a ground ball towards the shortstop. Fornari picks it off the dirt. The throw to first is in time, and that's the ball game. Change the number in the win column and play the victory song. The DeLand Suns sweep the Seminole County Scorpions. They hang a season-high 15 runs on the board, and they win it by a final score tonight of 15-8. And a game that seesawed back and forth between these two teams. And again, it's been kind of the theme in this series, a game that was tight. In the middle to late innings of this game, you forget by the 10 unanswered runs, this was a 7-7 ball game between the Suns and the Scorpions. The Suns put up 3 in the bottom of the 6th, 5 in the bottom of the 7th to turn 7-7 into 15-7 and run away with this win.
Yeah, absolutely. The Seminole County Scorpions, from their perspective, you got to take it as you were in every single one of these games in the middle inning. But by the 6th, 7th, 8th inning, 9th, you know, the Suns have just done a great job getting runs. I mean, just a great effort at the plate tonight. 15 runs, 10 hits. They took advantage of the Seminole County walks, and that's why they're coming away with a sweep of the Seminole County Scorpions.
The final tallies tonight, big numbers across the board for the DeLand Suns. They go 15 runs on 10 hits and 3 errors. Seminole County 8 runs on 12 hits, 4 errors tonight. The winning pitcher for the DeLand Suns is Brandon Castle. He worked 3 2/3 innings without allowing an earned run. Connor Udell works a save for the Suns. He gets an 8-out save tonight. Seminole County, Michael Morse will take the loss tonight in 2 2/3 innings of work. That will do it for our coverage tonight of DeLand Suns baseball. We will have games Monday through Thursday of next week. 2 games on the road in Winter Garden, and then a doubleheader on Wednesday here in DeLand. I'll be on the call Monday in Winter Garden as the Suns look to continue their 3-game winning streak and do it against the Squeeze. Once again, the final score tonight from Melching Field, the DeLand Suns 15, Seminole County Scorpions 8. For our entire crew here at Melching Field, I'm Ryan Murphy, saying may green be the grass beneath you, may blue be the skies above you, and may Monday be as good as today as the DeLand Suns sweep the Seminole County Scorpions 15-8. Good night, everybody.